brand new full-length studio album from Billy the Fridge, God Complex, available on Spotify, Apple Music, everywhere. Swear to God, oh my God, got a God Complex. God Complex.
Hey everybody, have you heard about the Drunken Peasants Patreon? It helps support the show while getting you some cool perks. Check it out! For $1 per month, you get to use our exclusive fan chat that appears at the bottom of the screen on every episode. For $5 per month, you get 2 new private shows, including Actual Mania, as well as our back catalog of private shows, plus all lower tier perks. For $10 per month, you get all of our monthly video content. This includes multiple post shows, our monthly reviews, our back catalog of all that content, plus all lower tier perks. For $15 per month, your name will appear in the ending credits of each DP episode, plus all lower tier perks. For $25 per month, you get to take part in our monthly booking committee hangout to help us book our Patreon content for that month, plus all lower tier perks. For $33 per month, you get an exclusive piece of DP merch each month, plus all lower tier perks. For $50 per month, you appear in the opening credits for each DP episode, plus all lower tier perks. For $100 per month, you get to join us as a guest on an episode of the Drunken Peasants podcast. Plus, you guessed it, all lower tier perks. Visit patreon.com/DP now to become a patron of the Drunken Peasants podcast.
In the beginning, there was nothing. And then there was the Drunken Peasants Podcast.
I gotta get a witness. No!
Say, man, you got a joint? No, not on me, man.
I don't have facts to back this up.
It'd be a lot cooler if you did.
That's true. Sometimes I cry.
Lick my butthole, he laughed.
From the strangest corners of the internet, here to bring you opinions of the world from an altered perspective. Here are your hosts, the Drunken Peasants.
Hi everybody, welcome one and all to a afternoon DP. Doing it live right here, now, in the afternoon. Please like the stream. That would be amazing. We got Space Puppy here hanging out with us. We're going to watch some fun videos. We're going to react to all kinds of stuff. I saw this in the DP Discord just a moment ago, and I thought it was cool. Someone edited 2 women fighting on a bus into a lightsaber battle. See? Oh my God. I want a longer version of that because that was pretty great. Everyone's here. Thank you for being here, everyone. I appreciate it. I appreciate all of you being here. We're gonna check this out. We're gonna check out some of the latest Cobra stuff. So we're gonna play the intro and then we'll get right into it.
Somewhere in the world today, men have got to stand up strong, face the truth about themselves, to understand what went wrong. I know we can find a way. I know we can find a way. I know we can find a way. Stand up.
It's amazing.
Stand up.
It's amazing.
Stand up.
All right. So I guess last night Jessica got a DoorDash order and the guy who delivered it recognized her. So they ended up hanging out for hours on her live stream, and it got kind of weird, and she was trashed. Incredibly trashed. So we're going to watch this and see how much we can get out of it. Please like the stream, and of course, trying to get closer to that goal. That's why we're doing an afternoon stream. If you're out there and you got a couple bucks to spare, it would be amazing if we could get this goal to 30 or maybe even 50% during this stream. I would be eternally thankful. And so will Boopy over there, right? Yeah. Yeah, you know.
I have this running for recording purposes.
It's Jessica
Now came
Messica's
back,
recording.
And she said she became friends with a Doordasher. And she seems high.
And she seems
And
high.
she said she'll be right back. And she's hanging out with the Doordasher. I'm recording this now.
All right. Thank you, Jessica Messica, for filling us in.
Listen, I'm going to sleep, but I'm recording this. So you guys can watch it and talk to each other while I record this. She came back and she said, "Oh, I'm just making friends with the Doordasher. The Doordasher knows Jesscia. I'll be right back. We're just hanging out with each other." And she seems high.
She seemed
And then
on
she left
something,
again for a minute
yes.
And came back,
You'll
and now
see.
we're on the move. But I'm not going to talk.
You'll see.
So if she's silent or whatever, I'm sorry. But I'm going to sleep, but I wanted to record this. All right. If I hear noise, I'll probably wake up. Yeah, but everybody was like, if Josh did this, she would be pissed.
She would be, yeah.
Good night, everyone. Here's a chat room for you guys.
Where's the audio? No audio yet.
I figured I'd leave it open as a chat room.
And I'll have
All right, here it is.
Oh, Frankie, if you're the Frankie that I think you are, I'm sorry. Like, I do owe you an apology.
Regular, that name in the chat, Regular Frankie Fan, that's like a line from the Rocky Horror Picture Show. It was great when it all began. I was a regular Frankie fan, but it was over when he had a plan to start working on a muscle man. Look it up.
I'll have to unblock you. And you'll also have to remind me which one goes for me and which one goes for my man, because I have a whole box to send to him, and I do not know how much it's going to cost me. But
What's up, Boop?
I will make my own money and I will send it to him. But I just want to make sure I don't take what is his, you know.
I'm wondering, is the DoorDash guy there yet?
We thought you died. Why would I be dead? Shut up. You're stupid. This guy literally
Can
knows
you tell
who
us
my
more
boyfriend.
about your DMs with Jessica yet?
I mean, there's not really much to report. She responds every now and then, and she doesn't reveal anything too crazy, I don't think.
Is like, y'all can't even fucking play me. Like, my boyfriend is known worldwide.
Oh my God. Yeah, she flexes this so many times during this stream. She flexes my boyfriend is famous thing so much. It's nauseating.
So y'all can literally, like my man said, I thought I told these trolls. I thought I fucking told these trolls to fucking suck my ass crack. I did.
She does do a good impersonation of him, though. Can we all agree on that? That's weird. She does. She gets the like vocal fry right at the right
Hi,
parts.
This is your DoorDash. Cool if we hang out?
Yeah. Yeah, let's do it. Thank you so much, by the way. I'm really trying to do some fundraising tonight. Today, whatever it is.
I did. I fucking told him.
I'll tell you what, and I might regret this. If we can get to 50% of the goal during this stream, I'll go and I'll shave off all my facial hair till there's like no facial hair at all. And you'll get to see my fat chin and everything.
Y'all can't even fucking
I've been growing it
play
for a
me.
while.
You're my man, okay? Thank you. I cannot wait to talk to Joshy tomorrow to tell him. Wait, what? 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 She cracked weed and what?
No, not eyebrows. You know what I mean. I don't mean, no, I'm not going to do eyebrows. No. No. You know what I mean.
I don't know who she is. Did your sister suggest a song to me a long time ago? I can't remember.
Oh, no. I've been suggesting the songs yet.
No, I feel like you did, like 500 years ago.
What?
I'm just trying to think of a song.
She's part of the Aduru tribe.
Yeah, just
You're an
tell me.
Aduru.
How about, since we're listening to hip hop, you Put It On by Big L.
What is it?
Put It On by Big L.
Okay. P-U-T.
Huh?
Put it. Let's see if that. Okay, hold on.
Everyone was like, she's going to give him a BJ. She's going to give him a BJ.
This guy right here?
Yeah, that's it.
You and Cobra helps me through. Aww.
Aww.
Oh, I love that. I love my Joshy. I love him so much. And I hope we could only help people because I wish I could have been the multimillionaire I could have been.
Oh my God. The lotto
yeah,
thing again.
even-
She's always talking about this lotto thing. You didn't win the lotto. Shut up about it. Do something else. She acts like she was ripped off. She acts like she was ripped off.
And get me started on that.
Was someone saying that you two helped them out through a rough time?
Yeah.
Well, I appreciate you talking to me because I'm going through it.
Oh yeah, I know how the fuck it is. Like, I'm not gonna judge anyone for that because you don't know what anyone is going through, and if you can make anyone's day through any little simple gesture, you know,
What?
Like this woman earlier, she was wearing a dress. All of it was roses. I was like, that dress is so gorgeous. And I complimented someone before that.
What do you think she's on? Because at first I just assumed she was drunk, but there is something to be said for how wasted Josh gets when she's around. So she could be doing a mix of like benzos and drinking. And that could be something that's going on. I don't know.
She didn't hear me. I was like, oh, that's kind of sad. I feel embarrassed. But at least the woman with the rose dress heard me compliment her.
Yeah.
And, you know, it's like I only give compliments when I mean it. And it really, when people, random strangers, give me compliments, it means the world to me. So, is this what you wanted?
Yeah.
How many compliments do you think she gets from random strangers?
Okay.
God, I hate how she plays music in the background constantly.
I love my Josh.
I love my Josh.
I love my Joshy so much.
You're right. Yeah, I know what you mean about the whole cassette tape thing. She does, yeah, when a cassette player isn't spinning at the proper speed, it'll like warp the recording. Yeah, that is kind of what's going on. Because she elongates words.
I love my Josh.
I love my Josh. God.
Okay, now that that's turned, I'll turn that down.
I'll turn that down.
Because they're...
Okay.
I miss my Josh, yeah. What month? We're in June. What am I gonna say?
I sped it up.
The lady lover. Oh. Oh, you got the special kitty. Oh, yeah. You got the special kitty. That's Oliver.
Oliver?
Or you can call him Ollie.
Oh, God, yeah. So he's holding her cat now. It's so weird how she does streams, but she just films darkness. Like, you can't see this stream at all. We're just looking at a blank screen for the most part. It's like an audio-only stream.
That's a special man. Oh, that's a special boy. Yeah. Oh, he likes you. I swear to God, if my goddamn man could come fucking visit me, my little Oliver would love him so
Don't count on it.
much. Oh. Oh. I'm actually fucking jealous. This bitch. I have 6 cats, right? He wishes he was the only one, right?
Yeah.
Like, bitch, you...
It is. Yes, that's a good point. If this is 20 years ago, they could be Springer guests. The problem is Josh wouldn't... I think Jerry Springer was, like, filmed in Chicago or something. You're not going to get him too far away from where he lives. Denver is probably the closest city, like, out-of-state city he would travel to. Because it's not that far away.
But look at him. He don't know who the fuck you are.
Yeah.
But, oh, my friend, she has a 17-year-old cat. 17. Oh, he gets but not even.
He went to Denver last year, I think, for a Cradle of Filth concert, so he's willing to go that far if there's something he really wants to go to. But he's not going to go to Chicago. We tried to get him to come to Seattle. We were going to take care of him. But he was not willing to come here. That's too far away for Josh. But everyone watching, please like the stream. And as I said, I'm willing to make a deal. 50%. I'm going to shave off all my facial hair if I can get to 50%. Or if you don't want me to, you could be like, don't do it with your tips. And I guess I'll just figure it out.
Not even of him. He gets jealous of the cats that I own.
Oh, you know what? Maybe they were filmed in Stamford, which is even further away. I don't know. I never gave a shit where those trashy talk shows were filmed. I just know that they're not anywhere near Wyoming or Denver or whatever.
He wants to be he wants all these other cats wiped out. But he smells my friend's cat, 17 years old. He's so jealous. Like, so he is literally such a POS. He is such a Demogorgon. But that was the fucking Doordasher or Demogorgon. That's my cat. He's a Demogorgon.
Demogorgon.
Motherfucking cat is it? Yeah, he's. I think he's a. I would call him a Chippendale.
Okay.
I don't know if you know what a Chippendale is. Oh yes, that's my Ollie. You could call him so many names, like
a Chippendale. Does she mean like a male stripper? Does she call her cat a male stripper?
Ollie Oxenfree, Ollie Baba in the 40. I call him like Ollie Baba in the 40 furs, or the Ollie Baba in the 40. Like I don't know, whatever the fuck. Like Ollie Baba. What is it? Ollie Baba in the. That's an Arabian tale. What is Ollie Baba in the? Do you know what I'm talking about?
No.
What? Oh my God! It's Ollie Baba in the. Like I call him Oliver Jones. My last name is not Jones. You know.
Does she sound flirty to you?
Know that.
I think this guy's like in his 20s that she's talking to.
But
she says he's like even younger than Cobra.
Like it's so weird that you would like you have a pet, but you give him your like
Alibaba and the Demogorgons.
okay, maybe if you have a nice last name, sure. But I call him Oliver Jones. I call him Alibaba and the 40 Thieves, Alibaba and the 40 Furs, Alibaba and the but Oliver and Company, yeah, that's his original, because that was a little orange kitty. And so yeah, when I finally had my first orange kitty, that's what I need. And it was such a I met him in August of 2013, and I was wearing a cat skirt. You won't, yeah, can you believe a cat skirt? It was
a cat. Oh, this story is so weird.
Mostly, and the cat prints were black, and the skirt was white. And he was such a little sick kitten, and he was so attracted to me, and he had green diarrhea, and he ruined my skirt.
So she kept a skirt that was stained by green cat diarrhea.
With his little green, and I wanted nothing to do with him, right? Because I had so many cats. But he just blood nuts.
She's a crazy cat lady.
So only last year I decided, because the stain would not go away, I decided to dye the skirt a dark green.
She dyed a skirt to blend in with the green cat diarrhea that she had on it. Do you hear this?
And obviously the cat print was still black. And yeah, literally the day I met him, the day I met this fucking asshole and brought him home, I was wearing a skirt with cat print on it. And
with cat diarrhea.
And I've had him since. And he loves men. He really does. But he treats me like crap. But he's such a good boy. He is like, no, it's what is it? It's Alibaba and the 40 Thieves. That's what it's called. But I don't know the storyline beyond that. But yeah, he was named from Oliver and Company. But he's got a lot of nicknames, and he's gonna be like 11 in August. I don't know the exact date he was born, but yeah, that's my baby. That's my Ollie. He's such a yeah. What the fuck was that? Okay, that's fine. Yeah, the motherfucker just.
She's a little too giggly. She's not normally in this good of a mood. She's usually grumpy. Is the best word I would use to describe her. Grumpy.
My foot, but you did kill one bug, so that's fine. My cat Oliver is such an asshole. Ow, something just pinched me. Maybe it was the grass. I don't think it was a bug. I think it was the grass. The coops? Don't make me block you, bitch. I love my Josh. So don't make me block you. You say one more motherfucking thing, I'll block you.
Okay. I like this song that's playing, but... Oh, did she turn it off?
Who is that? That looks like a shrimp. A shrimp with fur. That's probably Rusty.
She is very giggly.
Your dashers must stay out later. In my little town, they stop at 1 a.m. What time? I don't even fucking know.
Wait, do they mean in the sense of like they can't order, or they just can't find a dasher? Because
I'm not sure.
Yeah, I haven't known DoorDash to really like stop with orders.
So it's just whenever.
Yeah, I mean, it's just you typically don't expect.
If all the restaurants are closed or like there's nowhere to get anything from, then they would probably stop.
Late order.
By the way, please like the stream. Please help me get to 50% of the goal. Trying to work towards 50% of the goal, and all you guys can help me out if you would be so kind. Thank you.
The late night orders are always the most interesting.
No, like me.
Yeah, like you never know.
like me, mother. Yeah, you know who my boyfriend is of all fucking people. That's fucking amazing.
Yeah,
I can't wait to talk to my fucking boyfriend tomorrow or later. Well, yeah. It's Tuesday, right? I cannot wait to talk to him today because I'm a technical. We can't say tomorrow because that would be fucking Wednesday. Wait, Wednesday? Yeah. No, we have to be technical. I'm going to talk to my boyfriend later.
Huh.
Today, and he will fucking love it. He'll get such a kick out of it. He will. Like, because seriously, before I quit YouTube, one of his fangirls is like, I live in Virginia Beach, blah, blah, blah. But I don't know if you know, but paranoia is apparently a mental illness. I didn't know that.
No, paranoia is a symptom of a mental illness. There are different mental illnesses that can cause paranoia. But paranoia in of itself, I do not believe is a mental illness.
I did not know that until last year. I was like, oh, well, that's news to me. Yeah, so someone gave that to me. Like, yeah, they gave it to me because they're a sociopath. So, I don't know where I'm going with this, but, Yeah, I don't know where I'm going with it, but yeah, somebody gave me paranoia we're in 2024, so I guess, yeah, 2023. I don't know where I'm going with this, so I'm sorry. And I do not, because you do not know anything.
She's just rambling. She just admitted she doesn't even know where she's going with it.
Think about this, so I expect you to know. And I've been drinking a little bit, because obviously you delivered me that stupid beer that I finished. But that's not your fault. And my cat loves you, and my cat loves everyone but me the most. And that's fine. I love my cat.
My cat loves everyone but me the most.
I love him. He's such an asshole. Like, literally, you're wearing a cat skirt, and then you meet a little sick little kitten that fits on top of a little apple, little whatever you call those thingies.
A little apple, whatever you call it. She's unintelligible at this point, right?
Like a sick little baby doll. And look at him chewing on some grass. Because he thinks he's eating a Caesar salad for the first time in his life.
Okay.
Look at him. He's such a dickhead. He loves men. He does. He loves men.
She's just gonna keep going. This guy's just along for the ride.
Don't even get me.
This DoorDash guy does not need to stay here, though. He could leave at any point. I don't feel sorry for him.
You think animals can be gay?
Do you think animals can be gay?
That's an interesting question.
My mom thinks no, but I think yes.
It's
because
I mean, there are like animals, I guess, that we would consider gay, but I don't know. I don't know if we can call them gay because they don't think the same way we do.
Swear to God, he has a crush on one of my, because I said I have 6 cats. I swear to God, he has a crush on Riff Raff. What do you think?
He doesn't need to stay there for over an hour to wait on a tip, though. I don't know if he's necessarily waiting for a tip.
No, I think not just cats. I think yes.
I mean, do cats really form like relationships like that?
Dude, when he gets around, when this man gets around Riff Raff, he likes to like lick him and like bite the back of his neck, and he literally a few times. I had a video at one point, but that video is probably long gone, done by now, where he was literally trying to mount him.
Oh.
So, and I'm not judging my boy if that's what he likes. I'm not judging him, but he's like, look at his little bat ears. He's like, my bat ears are tingling. That's Rusty. He's a Norwegian.
My bat ears are tingling.
For his cat.
Oh wow.
You're just a little runt. No, but I swear to God, he's always had a crush on Riff Raff, and every time he tries to get near, he will try to bite his neck and mount him. So I'm not sure. It's not gay in the wild, it's survival. Ask this man to tell a cool story. Okay, well, tell a cool story.
This guy tells a story about how he breaks into abandoned buildings.
If you're familiar with Richmond, Virginia.
Oh yeah, Richmond, Virginia is such a beautiful. If you guys can ever visit Richmond, Virginia, please do.
No, thank you.
Richmond Coliseum. No one knows who I am, so I can tell that story.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
He's about to admit to a crime, basically. It's interesting. Not that I care. I mean, it's a victimless crime.
Wow.
I moved there in 2019. No, I moved there 2021, and I got into like the whole urban exploration thing. And
God, I bet Richmond is fucking goddamn beautiful for that shit.
Yeah, Richmond had a whole Coliseum that was closed down in 2019. And it was boarded up.
No, it's kind of that's sad.
And
and then later on, she admits she doesn't even know what the Richmond Coliseum is, like what it's for, or like what it is.
I spent months, kind of just checking out the whole area, and I really, really wanted to get into it. I thought breaking into a Coliseum that's abandoned would be like the coolest thing ever.
Oh God!
And I had this like whole plan that I came up with. I spent months coming up with it.
Do I want to hear this?
Nah, it's a fun story. So I go out there late at night with one of my friends, and I'm like trying to execute this plan, and it just fails miserably, right? Because it's like what I had planned for didn't work out. It was really frustrating, and I thought my plan was a bust. I wouldn't be able to get in. But while I was trying to get in, and I was actually walking around, I heard a little buzzer that attracted my attention to this like sewer grate thing, and I thought that might have been my way.
Teenage Mutant Ninja.
So
Turn of power.
it was like an air vent. It was like an air vent by one of the like, boarded up windows, and I decided to check it out. Got in there.
Shit! What?
And I actually got into the Coliseum, and I was like, "Holy shit!" I'm like, "This is." It was incredible.
So this guy's a DoorDash guy that delivered some DoorDash that was ordered by a troll or whatever to Jesscia, and he stuck around while she streamed, and she's very giggly.
Incredible. It was the most amazing thing I'd ever done. And like,
you said this was 2019?
No, I did this in 2021.
Okay.
Maybe maybe at the beginning of 2022. But I was friends with a few graffiti artists, and when I got in, I told them, I was like, hey, like I found my, because I told a few people who were like familiar with the scene that was planning this, and I told a couple people, I'm like, hey, I found a way in, and then very quickly that got out of hand. And if you go to the RVA subreddit, you can probably find pictures of the inside.
Oh, you're not talking about no goddamn word. Well, we said subreddit, so you're talking about subreddit. No, fuck Reddit. I hate that shit. But anyways.
But yeah.
Continue.
No, but yeah, if you see, go to RVA subreddit, look up pictures of the costume. I deleted all my pictures. I don't have my shit on there. I've got photos on my laptop from when I was inside. But
like what? Like so? What kind of museum was this?
No, not a museum, a coliseum.
Okay, so
not a museum, a coliseum.
Oh, so what? So what does that entail?
What is that entail?
Think like a sports arena. Imagine
he said it's a sports arena, which is literally what it was.
Like a huge sports arena, closed down, boarded up.
Okay, so like a football field, or
No,
like bigger?
think of basketball.
Not a football field, smaller than a football field. So a football field is a stadium. This is an arena.
Basketball arena.
We're playing basketball.
But they did all kinds of things.
So smaller?
A bit smaller.
Okay, so not a football. So because obviously a goddamn basketball field is not a football. Okay.
Yeah.
I would have
Basketball is not played on a field.
to look it up, but Richmond is beautiful. It really is.
No, I think that's got to be the coolest.
She's not even listening to what he's saying.
I have, but
She does not care.
as I told people, like it got a little out of hand. Graffiti artists started getting in there,
And then I hate when people. I love architecture. Why do people have to destroy stuff?
So
I hate that.
Yeah, within graffiti culture, they have rules for certain
And
things.
it's not even just graffiti. People literally destroying.
No, that bothers me. That does. Like, and that's why I know this was going on.
Destroying stuff bothers me more than graffiti.
Yeah, not really.
Oh, and well, what were you gonna say? I'm not trying to cut you off.
I hate destroying things more than I love Ozzy Osbourne.
No. But yeah, one day, because I made a few visits in there, and during one of my visits, I was walking around, and I ended up me and my buddy run into this like random guy. It's like, late at night, we just turn a corner, it's dark, and this guy comes out with a UV flashlight. And I ended up talking to him and finding out who he is. He was actually one of my favorite graffiti artists.
Well, that's kind of fucking weird. Could you imagine, randomly, first of all, you met King Cobra's girlfriend. Could you imagine, meeting my boyfriend in the dark somewhere? That's kind of weird.
Yeah. You
But
hear
continue.
this?
Yeah. No, I mean, that's the
She's making it about her right here. Do you notice that? That's so weird.
I wanted to do something really impressive, and I did.
Yeah, I love abandoned places. It's
it was fun. It was surreal.
Yeah, that's one of my favorite things. I mean, honestly, I would love that kind of stuff to be restored. So.
Yeah, I don't know what's gonna happen to it. People say,
Oh no!
Loving the cat purse though.
They usually don't restore.
Who's George?
They
I don't know
usually
who
just
George
build
is.
a new one.
Who?
Someone mentioned George. Regular Frankie fan. Relating to the story, I got a lot of photographs from inside. I got some cool ones. I used to have them up on the internet, but then I took them down. It was obviously a really stupid thing to
My
keep
friend has
pictures
a lot
of.
of pictures from one of the Richmond cemetery. Oh my gosh!
Hollywood Cemetery.
I think yes. Oh my gosh, she's got some beautiful fucking pictures. I'm like, oh, you have to. I don't know if I've been there.
I'm a Demogorgon.
She has to take me there. It's so beautiful. But you would know if you've been there. You would know what kind of the angels and stuff that they have there.
Yeah.
Oh my fucking gosh.
Richmond's an amazing city. It's funny because there are a lot of characters
No, it's
that
not.
live in Richmond, but Richmond is a city with characters, so those people fit in. But then it's I come to Virginia Beach, and I don't know. To me, Virginia Beach is a city with
Nobody
lots
wants
of
to go to
characters, but the city itself
Virginia.
has no
Let's be
character.
honest.
So
Who wants to go to Virginia?
Where
Let's
are
be
you originally
real.
from?
Me? So I mean, I lived in Florida.
But
and then
where were you born?
I was born in Florida.
Okay.
So I was born in Florida.
Where?
Well, in Florida, I was born in Orlando, and then
Okay,
I moved around a lot when I was little. And then when I was
Florida
13,
is great though.
when I was 13, I moved to Virginia Beach, and then I lived here for 13 years. And then
Really?
when I was
Okay.
27, I moved to Richmond.
Okay. So you have experience here. So you're not okay. But yeah, Richmond is beautiful. It is. It has,
Is Richmond beautiful? I haven't gotten her opinion on this yet. Is Richmond beautiful? Do you guys know if Richmond's beautiful?
has history. It's gorgeous.
Yeah. It was exciting. Like when I first.
Yes, we have characters, but Virginia Beach is so dull. Yes, like you fucking.
Yeah.
That's why my boyfriend, right? He lives in Wyoming. He does not want to leave there. He says, no offense, I don't. When I visit there, I've been there twice. I'm like, I see it. I see why you don't want to leave. I get it. I still want you to come visit me before I officially come live in your state, but I totally.
How is she going to live there? It's funny because Wyoming has a really low cost of living, but she can't afford to live there, and she's not going to live with him. I do not believe she will be living with him.
Fucking see why you don't want to fucking leave your. It's beautiful there. It's, you know, they got them, and we have mountains in Virginia, but not Virginia Beach. You got to go like 4 hours to Charlotte.
If you just showed up, please like the stream.
But the mountains are still beautiful, and look at my cat.
There's a lot of mountains in the U.S. You can live a lot of different places and have mountains. Casper, Wyoming is not the only place to live near mountains.
He's a goddamn crackhead. Why isn't my cat eating grass like a crackhead?
Yeah. Nah, I like pandemic compared to like the 13 years I've lived here. Like, not a lot happens.
Oh my god, these people are trying to make my boyfriend.
I see all the comments getting deleted.
Oh my god. These people are so stupid. You're eating grass. Why are you such a little moron? My boyfriend, Josh, doesn't feel good, okay? I put a circle of protection on him earlier.
See, I feel like she's acting when she does that kind of stuff, when she like leans into the memes. A circle of protection. She never said that shit before Josh came around, right?
It's not my fault. Y'all DoorDashed me a...
She's not authentically herself at all, which I don't even know what is.
Fucking Red Bull at goddamn whatever time of the night. And he so happens to know who my boyfriend is. GFYS. Go, GFYS. It's not my fault that one of you DoorDashed me a Red Bull at whatever godforsaken time of the fucking night.
It was funny. It was at around like 1:48. So it's like I've just been hanging out for an hour and a half.
Like literally, you want any proof? Like this dude is like 2 years younger than my man, and Josh is already like a young man for me. I'm fucking 40, and he's 6. Okay, we're literally figured it out again, but we're not a full 7 years. We're 6 years, whatever. But it matters. It does matter for me. And if Joshy doesn't matter that I'm an older woman, then that's fine. But Joshy has nothing to worry about. He knows how fucking much I gush about him day in, day out. The fuck he does. He probably gets tired of it, even though he claims he's not tired of it. Like he probably is tired of it. Okay? Now tell me, Joshy, how much I love his fucking ass every single goddamn minute. And he's probably like, bitch, I know you're like ADHD and shit, but can you like calm down on your autism? Like, I don't fucking know. Okay? Just leave me alone. It's not my fault that y'all send a DoorDasher to me at whatever godforsaken time. Send me a single Red Bull order, and he happens to know who my boyfriend is. Okay?
I wonder if the person who ordered like the Red Bull,
because they called me a Demogorgon. Oh, I bet you the fuck they are. I got how many people?
You're a Demogorgon.
I got 87 people watching me right now.
Yeah, I wonder if the person who ordered it is on.
Oh, I bet you the fuck they are.
That'd be funny.
And if they're not now, they were.
I hope they're entertained by the fact that I just hung out.
I bet you the fuck they are. They're fucking living on. They're living on the edge. They're like, they're doing the most. They are doing the most. So, like, oh shit, Josh.
She's gonna break her phone again. Can't blame a dog this time.
Well, no, stop. Oh my god, we quit flip flopping, bitch. My phone. That was twice.
Yeah.
Josh.
5 minutes and head out.
No, that's fine.
Yeah. It's great talking to you though. It's fun.
No, it is. It is fun. And like, seriously, it's honestly funny when people. Well, when I was in Casper, people are, because he's a local. Oh my god, are you King? Yeah. But the fact that people
she loves being recognized.
Literally like 7 dates
When it
away.
happens to me, I feel awkward.
I know who my boyfriend is. It's funny. It is, and it's nice to like just talk to someone who's not a fucking piece of shit, asshole, troll. You know, like he doesn't deserve what he goes through, and I don't deserve what I go just for being his girlfriend. You know, like it's nice to talk to someone that like.
Yeah, she should blame him for dropping her phone.
Yeah, I'm not saying you know, but you know who he was, and that's just it's nice, and he will love to hear this. He will love to hear it when I talk to him tomorrow. And he didn't feel good tonight. I only talked to him for like 15 minutes yesterday. So, but yeah, he where the fuck is the rest of my? I had my weed.
All right.
I did have my weed at one point. I don't know where the fuck it went.
You guys say bye to the viewers.
Yeah, you can.
All right, bye everyone. Y'all should hang out tomorrow again.
Oh yeah, because I'm gonna be on here for pretty much every day.
I'm going to be on here for pretty much every day. Yeah, we know. We know.
Because I am monetized on Twitch, and
you should stay.
No,
She's monetized on Twitch. How much money is she making on Twitch?
If you have a Twitch, or if you don't, you should get one. And my name is Naked, NAKED, ANDLAUGHING, Naked and Laughing. That is my Twitch name, and yeah, the more subscribers I get, and even if you skip the ads that I get on my channel, I still get paid for them. So
okay, cool. Yeah, no, I'll definitely subscribe.
but even if you do watch them, I think I don't know if I get more, but even if you skip them, I still get paid on them. And
Yeah, absolutely. Well,
yeah, be careful.
Thank you. It's been a pleasure.
Yeah.
I'd like to do it actually at night, so might swing by again. Happen to get bring another Red Bull to you.
Yeah, I'm sure you will with all the fucking trolls I have in my life. So, all right, be careful.
Thank you.
And have a good night.
Goodbye, everyone.
Ollie, come here. Yeah, it was so funny when I told him who my boyfriend was. Like, you people can't even.
The amount that you make per 1,000 views depends on your CPM. I don't know about on Twitch how it works, but on YouTube you make it based on your CPM, and that can change based on different things.
Man, you people literally cannot. That's the magic that my boyfriend is. Oliver, get over here now. Hey. Oliver Jones. Oh, you're too proud? Oh, the proud, the few, the wait, what is that? What is this? The few, the proud, the chosen. Oliver.
She's very giggly. She's in a very good mood.
Oliver, you little why you look like a little statue? Oh, now you don't. You're not a statue. You're an asshole. That's what you are. You're not a statue. You're an asshole. Oliver, wait, what is that noise? What the fuck is that? I don't know what that noise is. Oliver? Oliver Jones.
Oliver?
Oh, it feels like such a beautiful. If I had a camping tent and a little sleeping match, oh man, this is a beautiful night. Where's my Joshy? Why is my Joshy?
She's just a rambling mess.
States away from me. Joshy,
why is he? Because he doesn't want to go where you go.
Wouldn't love this weather. Where's my Joshy?
No, he would not like
Well,
it.
don't ask where. I know where the fuck he is. I'm not stupid. Shut up. I'm not dumb. I'm not a Demogorgon.
I'm not dumb. I'm not a Demogorgon.
But literally, like, this would be such the perfect weather for literally. You probably wouldn't even need a tent. If the bugs crawl on you, they crawl on you. So help you God, you smack them the fuck off. This is the perfect. I hate my Josh. Joshy would fucking live for this weather. He would. I know my man. He's an outdoor. I know he likes nature. I know he does, but people fuck.
He likes nature? When do we see him hiking? He sits inside an awful lot for someone who likes nature.
Fuck with him too much, so he can't enjoy it like he's supposed to. But right now, the weather is way too perfect. Way too? Wow. Oh, okay. It is. This is perfect weather. Oh, I can smell the ocean, but we're not even near the ocean. Okay? The ocean is probably maybe... Well, with such a silent night like tonight, don't know, depending on how fast you go on the fucking interstate without getting caught by a fucking cop. I don't know how fast you can get there. I don't fucking know.
Okay, nobody asked. Nobody asked you. I don't see anywhere in your chat someone asked how far the ocean is. Do I see it? No.
But you take the interstate to the fucking...
It smells like Wendy's.
That'll cut you down a little bit, but if you can't speed, then I'm not really too sure. But
what's up, Boop?
Oh my god, I just want to...
Who's here?
I wish Joshy was here right now. I don't know when I'm going to see my man again, but... If I could just do some genie blink blink twitch of your nose type of shit and cross your arms like a little genie, like a little cute beep 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 boop bop.
What's up?
Did it smell fishy? No, it smelled like the goddamn fucking ocean air.
She probably wants to get out of here. Give me just a second. All right, back.
I'm about to go to bed here in a second. I'm tired. And I want my Joshy. And the only way I get my Joshy is through my pillow.
What?
That somebody bought me. And
what does she have, like a cobra body pillow?
I miss my Joshy, and Joshy knows how much of Josh. I don't have to tell Josh how much I love him. I tell him that every day, 500 million times a day. He probably.
How often does he say it back?
It's like, bitch, will you shut up? Will you shut up about how much you love me? Oh my god! Like, I want my Joshy so bad. I miss my man.
I wonder how. He doesn't seem to miss you too much. He's just chilling in his trailer.
It was March, 29th. So what am I? What year are we in? 2024. God, I miss my God. Who is this? Oh my god! Oh, you scared me, baby doll. No, you're funny.
It's 4244. Yeah. There you go. Yeah, my Nico.
What is it? No. These people are disgusting. No.
Okay, so now she has what sounds like a woman Doordasher. Is she gonna invite her to hang out?
Oh, my boyfriend is states away. These people are so stupid. Do you need them by any chance?
I like women.
Oh, really? Oh, okay.
Ha!
Have a good night.
I think they sent her condoms.
These people are stupid.
And she was like, I like women, so I do not need condoms.
These people are dumb. And me and Joshy aren't going to use these, so she likes women. That's fucking hilarious. No, they were condoms. Oh my, she said, I said, do you need these? She said, she laughed.
What kind of laugh is that? That's what her laugh sounds like.
Oh my god.
Sounds like a goat.
She likes. Oh my god. Yeah, my new friend. I don't want to fuck him. Josh is my man, and I don't want to use a condom on Josh. Okay, I like it raw, baby doll. So
that's gonna lead to trouble.
I will literally donate these to somebody in need, but it's not me. So I love that people.
He was spraying the bog batter up in her the first time they were there.
Oh my god, we both scared each other.
Up in her Wendy's hole.
Was such a. That was so sad that we both scared each other like that. Oh, I didn't want to scare her. She just... Oh, God. Blow them up? No, I don't want no nasty fucking like condom taste on my mouth. No, that's disgusting. That's absolutely fucking disgusting.
It was bog batter. What are you talking
What time is
about?
it? I gotta figure out what time it is. I gotta go to bed soon. Oh, I'm on 4%. Oh shit, I'm on 4%. I didn't know that. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna be going to bed here very soon. I'm gonna take one last bong hit for the night and then I'm going to bed. Oh my god, my feet hurt. I wish my Josh. When am I gonna see my Joe? What month are we in? June, July? No, not July. Jesus Lord, it was just my birthday a few days ago. It's not July, you dum dum. Oh, my feet hurt. 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 I cannot sit like this much longer.
I like how Wendy's has saucy nuggets now. Like they knew not to call them boneless wings or whatever. They literally just call them saucy nugs. I thought that was cool.
Like empty whatever you got and pack it up and hurry up and go to bed because I am so tired at this moment in my life. I don't want to struggle or no strife. Yeah, that's my own lyrics. Yeah. Lyrics. But anyways, my feet hurt. Ow. It's such a beautiful night out. If Joshy was here and like we literally had like a mattress for like outside camping tonight would be so.
Don't get scared because I'm talking. Listen, go look at my community tab.
I literally can't believe I've already met him.
Oh, now I can hear Jessica Messica
Go look at my
talking.
community tab. That guy, Charles, called Josh cringe. He said, "Oh, she's the girlfriend of that cringe guy." Look at my community tab.
Oh my god.
I don't know what I'm gonna see him again. I miss his ass. And yes, I do mostly I talk to him on a daily basis for the most part, like 99.9%. And I just fucking miss my man. And I'm sorry, I'm like shaking so bad right now because I'm fucking like, it's not cold outside. It's not, but I'm like shaking a little bit and it's like hurting me and it's like making my feet cramp up. I moved to an island just so there isn't many mosquitoes.
What? There's mosquitoes on islands? What are you talking about? Is that the end? Or does she come back? I know this was a live stream, so this might have gone dead. I don't know if it picks up again. There's still a little bit of time left. Fanboy Charles. Yeah, I want to check out this thing here.
Energy drink? Oh yeah, that's brand new. Okay, you got this. Close that up.
I guess this is the... Let me see. Fuck. This is the message. Allegedly, this is a message. Oh, God. From Charles the Doordasher.
So you got your stupid...
She's really cool. Wow, you introduced me to the girlfriend of that one cringe guy. Thanks for the experience. This was really cool. That cringe guy.
Condoms, we don't need those. Even me and Josh don't need those. So I'll donate those to somebody in need.
Hello, everyone out there. Please like the stream, and I would love to get this goal moving. If you want to help me out, feel free to use the link right there. It's pinned in the chat.
Condoms. What are condoms? I don't know. But anyways, besides the point, it's time to bring your laptop in because you guys. Who cares about the condom? The condoms can go straight in the trash. To be honest with. Wait, which cat are you? A Riffers or a? I don't know. You cats are so insane. So, okay, you got 2 out of 4. Actually, you got 3 out of 2. Actually, you got 4, bitch. You got 4 out of 2. You come back for those in a second.
Ah, gross. Jesus Christ. Mute yourself. That's fucking horrendous. Mute yourself. It's about to be afternoon here in 5 minutes. Okay, is this all she's going to do for the rest of this? Because I don't want to hear it. I do not want to hear it. Let's check out some of Boglum Chronicles' latest video, and then we'll check out some other stuff too.
Sweet. Love it, dude. That's what's up. Ow, my head. The logic. The lack of logic. Ow.
He does find some good quotes here.
The thing you can do about it, YouTube, is if you're getting older, just accept it.
What is up, YouTube? The link is to my, what's this called? That link is to my Swift Bucks account. And
Swift Bucks.
And the more people click on that, yes, sir, we are live.
It's like a weird scam.
The link I provided is to my Swift Bucks account, and if you click on it, the Swift Bucks will give me $2. And literally, if you sign up for Swift Bucks through my affiliate link right there, I'll make $10. So all you have to do is click on that link right there. That's literally all you have to do. You click on it, and a bunch of my fans clicked on it. Like every one of my true fans from the King Cobra JFS channel clicked on it. Not some bot, not some bullshit troll, but a real fan. Click on it. That's all you gotta do. It ain't gonna cost you a single cent.
I think this is pre-Duster, right? This is before he started going hard on the Duster.
Because Swiftbox will give me the money for every time you click on it. Hey. But how the fuck are you cool Cobras doing? Hope y'all having a fantastic Sunday. Not really begging for anything. Like I said, if you don't have to, if you don't want to. Maybe after I get my carpet pieces in the mail on Monday. I do appreciate all y'all for buying the signed carpets.
Oh, yeah, this is when he was selling carpet from his previous apartment. Because the old carpet was so fucked up, they had to re-carpet it to save on, I guess, to get his deposit back.
I don't normally eat breakfast. I do have stuff I could eat, but I'm not hungry at the moment. How many beers have I had for breakfast? 0. Honestly, I don't need to drink all the time to have a good time, but it's Sunday, and yep. Damn, that didn't take long. Yep-ers. You keep clicking that link, and literally that's $2 every time you click it. Click. You know what I'm saying? That's not too shabby. In an effort to make some more money and get my hustle on, I'm checking out this SwiftBucks website. And literally, all you have to do is click on that link. I'll post it again. For every click I get on that link right there, that's $2 in the account. And if I break 200 the first go around, they'll be able to start sending me. Because the way they see it, they're like, this guy better be worth a minimum of $200 worth of clicks before we even consider linking his PayPal to it, etc., etc. So, yeah.
SwiftBucks, guys. Should I get a SwiftBucks link? It sounds like a foolproof plan.
Click that link, Josh. Well, why don't you fucking make me you will regret it. Yeah, right. I'm not gonna regret it if I'm making money. I'm telling you right now. Goddamn, that did not take long, people. Keep clicking that link. $97, baby. Yeah. So, reported again for doing what?
You guys are just jealous that Cobra's making money.
Trying to make money by having people click on a link. Ooh, you haven't gotten it in 3 years. You haven't got it in 3 years. Honestly, I don't care if I haven't had it in 3 years. I got one
looked like he cared
referral for doing it and 39 clicks, which made me $113 earning. That's not bad, yo. Not bad at all.
You're rich.
Sweet. Yep, but once it breaks 200, then they'll be like, okay, so this guy actually does have enough people to meet the requirement. I'm actually curious to see what happens. Yeah, buddy. Click the link, man. Click the referral link on the SwiftBucks, and I get $2. Ha. Like, you literally have to pay nothing. All you have to do is click on that link. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? It's easiest to do. People, it's a scam. Do not click. If it was that simple and easy to make money, everyone would do it.
Yep. Yeah, it's too good to be true sounding.
You know, hard to say, man. I gotta wonder, though, if it was this easy, then you'd think more people would be doing it. But maybe that's just it. A lot of people, what if it is real? And a lot of people think, well, that just seems too fucking easy. And then they just, they don't do it because it seems too easy. You never know, right? You just never know. Hope y'all are enjoying your Sunday. Me, I'm just chilling out live on the YouTubes. But I do appreciate y'all tuning in. Keep this crazy shindig going for as long as I feel like going. It's Sunday. Now tomorrow I gotta go and get some things to ship the carpet in because my wand tubes that I use to ship my wands are a little too small.
Your wand tubes are too small now. You're making the wands too big.
And it sucks. Nothing you can't do. Life is full of obstacles. All you can do is overcome those obstacles, No sense in letting life get you down and depressed because you're encountering life's hardship. Someone out there could have it worse. Believe that. Holy shit buckets, $171 in profits. What? Damn. When did that happen? Someone said, shut the fuck up. Well, let me do you a favor. I'll hide you from my channel so that way you don't have
get blocked
to listen to me. Fucking tell me to shut the fuck up, dude. No one's sitting here forcing you to watch my videos. You keep clicking that affiliate link and eventually it'll get to 200. I'm curious to see what'll happen.
It's one thing to have winning the lotto as your long-term goal, which is what it is for him, but he never plays the lotto. So how's he going to win? They don't just randomly pick you to win the lottery.
If I actually put the money in my PayPal account?
Like you have to actually buy into the lottery to win the lottery, and even then the chances are very low.
Then it's legit. You know what I'm saying? Some people are saying that this is a scam and blah, 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 and blah, blah, blah. Well, that's the worst that'll happen. I'll find out, you know what I'm saying? But if it's legit, then fucking A, dude, you know what I'm saying? I do have a job. Believe me, I do. I have little side hustles that I do, and when they come together, they make me some cash. You'll PayPal me $30 if I take my shirt off? Yeah, I doubt you're going to PayPal me $30. I really am. I really do doubt it. You keep clicking that link until I get to 200, and we'll see if it works, and then I'll definitely do a Sean Saunders skit. According to that person, it is a scam. We'll see, man. We'll see what happens when it reaches 200. You know what I'm saying? People are saying that SwiftBucks is a scam. We'll see, man. We'll see. We'll see. The worst I'll find out is, oh shit, it wasn't what it said it was. Oh well, delete my account, move on. That's the worst that'll happen. So it's not going to hurt to see if it's legit or not.
What's your social security number?
You know what I'm saying? Shit. Search it. It's a scam.
Ha! Josh, I was doing some research and SwiftBucks is totally legit. I saw one story about how a guy bought a car with the money he made. Oh my God.
Well, we'll Google it then, huh, shall we? SwiftBucks is supposed to be the only legit influencer network. The only reason why they mention this thing is because all the sites that claim to be influencer networks are scams. SwiftBucks is not an exception, but a copy of other scam websites. For example, of these sites, you can read my reviews.
The hamster wheel in his mush brain is finally starting to spin up.
Well, see, I can admit when I'm wrong, to be honest. Well, damn, it sucks that SwiftBucks is a scam.
Huh.
Diggity damn. What do you do? Is there a way to delete your account? It happened, I looked it up before just believing anyone. People are like, look it up if you don't believe me. Oh, that sucks, dude. There are people out there who create websites like just to collect data, like, you know what I'm saying? Damn, that sucks because we're on $177 in earnings already. I'll keep looking because some websites say it's a scam. Some might say it's legit. Let's see. This website says it's a scam. Well, SwiftBucks is a scam, and I'd like to delete it. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, the worst you'd find out is that, oh, hey, the help center doesn't even tell you how to delete it.
Ha!
Yeah, it's not giving me an option to delete it.
Yep.
That sucks.
Yep. Now they have an account open for you that you can't delete with all your info.
There's not a way to delete it that I can see. I'm autistic, dude, and sometimes I don't see shit like that.
Leave me alone. I'm autistic.
To be fair. Let's see here. Okay. Oh, boy.
Yeah, they're not going to give you an option to delete it because they don't want you to delete it.
I'm going to have to get a hold of my account manager and talk to her about deleting it.
His account manager? He actually talked to somebody?
Via Skype. I hope we don't start charging my PayPal money to use it if I haven't done any services yet, which I don't think they should. Now, if I call my dad and say that my autism kicked in, he's going to be like, that's nice, Josh. You know what I'm saying? Fucking trolls are dumb.
My autism kicked in.
It does not appear to be a way to delete it that I can see. I'd have to contact her on Skype. Okay, I'm going to go on Skype. If I have Skype, then I'm going to use it to delete my account because this is bullshit. It says it's not seeing anyone. Now, how do you like that? I log into my Skype and I look up the person's Skype information.
And it doesn't exist.
And I can't even, it doesn't even show up.
Oh, interesting how that works. There's no way to contact them, and there's no way to delete your account.
So I can't even contact the person on Skype to delete it. There is literally no way to delete this account unless you contact the support.
And there is no support.
I will worry about that later. I don't think they're going to charge my account anything, to be honest.
You don't know. 2 hours later.
I don't know how to fucking fix it. They're like, I shouldn't have fucking downloaded it. Okay. Shit. The bank's closed and PayPal is not going to charge me for this because I just have the feeling it's not, dude. This is all just for clicking and Oh, the payment address has been removed. Oh, never mind. It's right there. God damn it.
Ha!
Okay. It's obviously a scam website that doesn't give you any money, just a bunch of bullshit. But they're not going to have, even if they have my PayPal email, that doesn't guarantee they have more private information. You know what I'm saying? But I do need to delete this because
They have an Swift buck. Man, I need to switch to the other view so you guys can see these comments because they're pretty good. Let me do this really quick here.
isn't doing anything for me. Please Skype me for support. Yeah, I go to Skype that person for support and I can't look them up. Wasted my time. Okay, so let's see here.
What's up, bud?
What's up, man? How you doing?
What's up, bud?
Shit, you know what it is. Same old, hanging out. So, I saw where people are saying you got scammed hooking up your PayPal. You need to do two things, my dude. The first thing you need to do is you need to call PayPal itself, like their customer service line.
Mm-hmm.
And you need to call your bank, like not the bank itself, because the bank isn't open on Sundays, like you said, but you need to call your bank's customer service, whatever their 1-800 number is.
Well, I didn't get scammed because I tried doing a Swift Bucks account. It's kind of like, you know, those accounts that like track your clicks, but they don't give you any real money.
Right.
Okay.
And I'm just trying to delete my Swift Bucks account because if it's a scam, then I don't need this shit, and then I don't see a way to delete it.
Well, they're probably not going to make it easy for you, especially if they're out to get things like your personal information or your personal finances.
I wonder who is this guy that he's talking to here?
Start off like very easily changing your PayPal passwords. Because sites like that, dude, I know you like it's very easy to get caught up into it. Like, oh, I can make easy money, but no, dude, that is 100%. They're out to take your information.
Swiftbucks customer support finds this hilarious.
And they are out to get your PayPal information because they want your money.
This is not Clint, by the way. Definitely not Clint.
They're not going to give you shit.
He did call him Bud, though, and Clint does call him Bud.
You need to get on your PayPal. You need to change your passwords up so they can't get into it. And then from there, you really need to keep an eye on like your bank statements and stuff. You need to call customer service from your bank and tell them that this is like a scam, so they can not let them charge you. But no, really, that's all it was. I'm just trying to see you get fucked.
I appreciate that, man. Thanks.
Not a problem, bud. If you have any questions or you need any help, you know, just give me a call, bro. You know, bro.
Yeah, buddy.
Couch Chris? I don't know.
All right, later. Well, as long as I change the email for the PayPal that I used for that, I should be fine. But how do I delete?
Stolen identity saga coming in nicely, Tubes.
So I'll send these cheeky little fuckers an email. Deleting. How do you spell delete? Make sure I spell it right, because they're not going to take me serious when
delete.
D-E-L-E-T-E-D. D-E-L-E-T. Yeah, I spelled it right. All right.
I spelled
Delete
it right.
your PayPal and set up a new one. Just carrying fan. I thought it was blowing up today. I think my trolls are trying to get me to delete my PayPal here. Like, Josh is struggling. Let's pretend to help him and let's see if we can get him to delete his account on PayPal. That'll be hilarious. This is what I hate about
apparently paranoia is a mental illness.
Because all these people are saying, "Oh no, man, we're actually concerned." Congrats on 19.9K subs. Thank you. Appreciate that.
Wow, his sub growth skyrocketed. He was below 20 at this point. 20K.
So fucking dumb, dude. They're trying so fucking hard to fuck with me. That text was so bullshit. So bullshit, dude. You're not going to be draining shit. That is a troll comment right there. Josh, we have access to your bank and PayPal. We will be draining both accounts. Thanks for authorizing us. This message generated by Rakesh at Swiftbucks sent
There's no money to drain. He's in the negative.
Text port. Using a text port to do it. Yeah, you're so full of shit, dude. Oh, look at that. This PayPal account is being closed. Okay? It'll be hard to scam me when, oh, look at that. And if it was a troll, then they're like, oh my God, we got Cobra to delete one of his PayPal accounts. Oh wow, it's not like I can't create another one, dipshit. Mr. Saunders, we have your passwords. We will take everything we want. This message generated by Rakesh at Swiftbucks.
Rakesh.
All right, what is my password then? Did you realize that fraud and account theft and stuff of that?
We have your 1753
nature, what they're trying to do and make it look like it's super illegal. And if I keep this number on my fucking phone, that's evidence, man. They could trace your phone back to that, dude. Through the cell phone towers and shit that are all over the world. They can trace your call and shit. You're so fucking dumb. But I'll catch you later in the next video.
All right. Time for a quick bathroom break. I'll be right back. Back. What else we got here? We've got... Here's Eric July talking about Riley getting arrested. By the way, Riley getting arrested. Riley was a patron of Drunken Peasants, and now that he has all these legal fees because Eric July got him arrested, he had to cancel his patronage. That's so sad. He was part of the t-shirt club. I was sending him t-shirts and shit. It's bullshit. Eric July cost me some money.
Well, yeah, let me just address that real quick. Yeah, it's such a weird thing because it's like,
I don't want to enter any competition involving P.
You know, we had Beardo in there streaming, so you had multiple people that were streaming, and people saw how tied up that I was the entire night. You know, I was stuck. I won't say stuck.
So for those of you who don't know, Eric July had a meetup in Texas, and Riley and Mint Salad went there and were in the parking lot, and they were giving away copies of Isom and talking to the people out there that were willing to talk to them. And they were filming Eric through the window of this venue that they were having the Rippaverse meetup in. And then the cops showed up and they arrested Riley, and they said it was like stalking and harassment or something like that.
That's not the proper term. I was contained to this spot because I had to meet all these people. You guys saw the line. So it was weird seeing that. I guess some folks were confused and out of what happened, because I'll tell you this much. From my perspective and from what I pick up, this is what I believe happened, or I won't say what I believe, what I'm being told that happened. So apparently there was a goofball at some point that was like outside, right? And remember, this is an RSVP event, so I'm assuming that it was always going to be rebel rousing regardless. So it was an RSVP event. You had to have your name and all that stuff. We had to have that documented before anybody was going to get let in, either way it goes. I mean, you have to do that stuff. I mean, you guys saw the line, and we don't want the event to be closed down for fire marshals. That's why we do the RSVP at those events.
Okay.
And yeah, you know, apparently someone was
he does this thing where he won't name people that have pissed him off.
Rebel rousing outside, and
the whole thing was live streamed. He didn't do anything illegal.
And the owners of the venue, right, told this person to leave. They gave him some rules or something like, hey, stay over there.
Yeah, they didn't tell him to leave. They said stay here and it's okay.
Past that property line or something like that. And then they still kept like bothering, being annoying to like some of even like our patrons, or rather the people that were there coming to see us.
Some of the people that were there to see them recognized them and knew them and liked them.
You know,
like that one woman that was really small. I can't remember her name. But she knew them and liked them, and Alex Stein was on their stream and he was one of the few people that actually took the free Isom comics that they were handing out.
Remember, right? We got kids and stuff there. They were like putting cameras up, and people like it was weird, man. All around weird.
The warrant was from the time that he went to Eric July's warehouse and put money and bunny stickers on the door or on the window. That's what the warrant was for. It was the previous Eric July thing.
Situation. Again, this is what I'm picking up. And then at some point, the owners...
And he was unaware that he had a warrant in Texas for that previous thing.
I guess after trying to give the person a break, ended up calling the law boys. And the law boys got him out of there at some point. Funny thing is, I didn't know anybody got arrested outside the event until a fan actually came up to me and told me that was the case.
I don't know why he feels the need to lie.
And I was like, oh, well, sucks to suck, I guess. But yeah, it's a weird thing. You got some people.
These are libertarians talking.
Like, Eric called the cops on someone. I'm like, did y'all not see how busy I was during that event? Like, how would I have done that? How would I have ever had the time to even?
You gave the order and someone else called it in. More than likely.
Even do that. I'm signing stuff. I'm shaking hands. I'm taking pictures. And at no time did I have any, like, because to my knowledge, there were never any cops that were there. That was physically in the actual.
They weren't in there. They were outside because he was outside.
Event. So it's not like I ever talked to a cop that night or anything. I had nothing to do with any of that goofy stuff.
Yes, he was arrested for an outstanding warrant from when he visited the warehouse. Yes. Yeah, we just went over that like a minute ago.
So yeah, that was, to my knowledge, all that happened. It was
at least that's what they're saying. I don't know for sure. I haven't verified this personally, but that's what people are saying.
Didn't make it to the event, didn't interrupt what we were doing, and again, that's a testament to the the staff as well as the owners, ensuring that it was a smooth event. But yeah, man, it's like, this is my suggestion, right, to anybody that's out there that, even if you had problems. Hell, I had a guy come up to me today that was a RSVP. He came to the event, told me how he felt about ISOM, didn't like it. He liked ISOM 2, but didn't like ISOM 1. Like,
okay, so he's still buying your shit. He's not someone trolling you.
Whatever, and we took pictures, we shook hands, we chatted about it. It's all good. This is my recommendation. You know what I mean? If there is something that, definitely if you want to tell me about things, do things the proper way, man. The last dude that you want to be is someone that's trying to cause a scene and being weird to people at innocent parties and stuff like that. Don't do that at all. And yeah, just do things the proper way. And, if you want to chat about something, as long as it's cordial, we're good to go. I encourage that. I talk about that all the time, and how, if I'm at an event and I don't care whether it's negative or whatever, as long as you're respectful, man, you can come chat with me and all is going to be gravy. So yeah, just do things the right way. But as far as some cat, and I do know that, yeah, it is a guy that has apparently doxed my house.
No. Why does he call his warehouse his house? That's so deceptive. He lies kind of on the level of Brett Keane, where he thinks he's coming up with clever lies, but they're so verifiably false. He thinks people are too dumb to not remember what actually happened.
Before he threatened, he went to my people's graves and stuff. So this isn't just a random guy. This probably this guy that don't got it all up.
He does not live in the warehouse
upstairs. But as far as I guess that person being arrested, I had nothing to do with that.
I think he did, though.
I gotta say, sucks to suck. And these folks are like, hey, man, Eric Carter, I'm pretty sure with all the streams and all that were going live, y'all saw I didn't have time to do any of that, right? Like calling cops on, I had no time. You blame the owners if you want to blame anybody, but either way.
Blame the owners.
What the hell else are they supposed to do? Are they supposed to, well, what was I supposed to do? Let's assume that, because again, I didn't know any of this was going on until after the fact, but let's assume that I did. What was I supposed to do? Stop the event and go handle a rebel? For what reason would I do that? But also, of course, you have people pulling the card, oh, he's a libertarian, all this. Why would he do this? Again, the cops had nothing to do with me. But
I'm pretty sure they did. Well, at least with the arrest, because of the report of the warehouse thing.
I just remember an event that was not too long ago that, granted, we got out unscathed, that a lot of people were cheering on folks getting the government involved to do.
He can't claim it's his house. Even if he does sleep at the warehouse occasionally, that's not his house. He's using deceptive language intentionally.
What could have ruined my entire company.
It's in a warehouse park with multiple warehouses. So his warehouse is just one of many warehouses at this location, and he doesn't own it. He's renting it.
At the time, and folks had no problem cheering that on, and that was certainly a wake-up call for me. Again, we got out of that unscathed, but what it was a wake-up call, because as I've said before, even on the subject of like IP, who cares what my principles are? What good does principles do me? Did principles stop us from getting sued? Did my position on IP stop someone? No, it doesn't. Like, nobody cares about that. Like, the world is what it is, right?
So he's saying it doesn't matter if I'm libertarian, the world is what it is. So I have to not be libertarian sometimes.
And I'm going to move accordingly for sure. But either way,
he uses that it'll be handled accordingly.
I take credit for it if we should take credit for it, but no, just don't go probably making a scene and making it uncomfortable for guests. And you'll probably be all right. Just don't do that. Be respectful, be cordial. Even if it's like, hey, I got,
it is what it is at the end of the day.
I got some exceptions. I'll take exceptions to some things that Eric said. That's fine. Just do it the right way, man. Be cordial, be respectful, and like, hey, man, I'm here. Just wanted to talk to you.
He just wanted to shave your shoulders.
So and so, cool. We'll have a little chat and we'll whatever. Like, just be respectful. Just be respectful. Don't be an idiot. But yeah, that's I guess that's all I can.
He used to say, "Pull up."
It was real. I get it. All of what I saw was aftermath from that. You know what I mean? Like, that was it.
That's like Sturgis was always like, none of you will say this to Eric's face. You won't say it to his face. And then when someone shows up, he calls the police. He claims he didn't, but come on. Maybe he didn't directly call the police, but he wanted the police to come. He was probably aware of the warrant because he made the initial report, right?
It's funny because Brandon did, I'll say this much, that, Brandon did, like, he has a way of fucking Brando, man. Has a way of kind of like making sure that like things are taken care of, right? And, he comes up to me and he's like, hey, just letting you know, some guy causing trouble outside and, owners are taken care of. Like, all right, whatever. I'm thinking it's somebody drunk or whatever the fuck. It was nothing of it. But then, yeah, afterwards, obviously coming to find it was somebody that was just trying to make it uncomfortable for guests and being loud and obnoxious. And, of course, the owners were going to take exception to that either way. But, yeah, there's a proper way to do things, man. Don't do that. But like I said, I think the context of that is important. It's isn't just some random person. It's a person that is pro-doxing and already
pro-doxing.
To talk about going to one of my houses and in addition,
now he's saying going to one of my houses
to the business, right? And being weird about that type of stuff. Again, involving innocent parties. You gotta understand what kind of event this is as well. We got kids there. My niece is right there. My wife is right there. Like, just trying to cause a scene, and you failed. But don't do that. Just do things the proper.
I don't think you failed to cause a scene.
Way, bro. Just. Definitely, if you want to come speak with me, just do it the proper way, and you'll be all right. So, yeah, that's all that happened out of that. Never, like I said, it was taken care of. I had nothing to do with anything other than
sounds like you had a whole lot.
Our fans. That's what it's about. I mean, you called. Well, you got to understand. Who was that? Sander. You got to understand. Like, y'all know what this is. There's nothing that we could ever say that would change people's minds. People's minds were made up regardless. It's the same circle of whatever's, man. So truth be damned, you can't change those people's minds at all.
Yeah, when the cops show up with their lights on and they handcuff people and take them to a car, that does cause a scene. What he's saying does not make any sense. Why do people think this guy's smart?
At all. It sounds a lot better, even though it doesn't make sense. Like I said, I'm contained to one spot, and I'm shaking hands, and I'm taking pictures, all that. The fact that I don't know, what do they think? I'll just run the police department or something like that, and I can just.
No, you can call the police and not run the police department.
Phone in and then how would that work anyway?
Yeah, you phone in a call to the police department. Yes, that's how that works. Yeah, I'll tell you what, he's over explaining things, which makes him sound more guilty. He's going really, really far to over-explain why he had nothing to do with it. Oh, no. What do you think? I got a phone number to call the police department?
Like, hey, arrest that person for fucking what? Like,
Yes. People can call the police and tell them they need to arrest someone. The police get to choose whether or not they end up doing that, but yes, there is a way to call the police and have them arrest someone.
You know what I'm saying? Like, what? Sorry, I don't have that type of pull. Definitely considering my comments, I doubt they're the biggest fans of me as well. But no, it's you can't convince people otherwise, man.
Is he assuming the police would know who he is? Like, they're like, oh, there's world famous Eric July. He said mean things about the police in the past. So we're not going to come and arrest this guy. In fact, ignore all calls from Eric July, okay?
Yes. They're going to believe what they're going to believe and let them do so. Truth is the truth, and we don't do that. Like I said, I don't run a business for people that despise me. I run it for my fans and obviously my employees. So, and look, we've said it before. Professionalism is so vital, man, for what I do now. You know, it's something that I've worked to get better at for sure, because it took some getting used to there for a while.
Why is this video so long?
You know, coming from being in almost I won't say exclusively in the YouTube space, never did that, but you know what I'm saying. Like, doing all of that stuff was a big part of a chunk, let's say, of my YouTube career, if you want to call it that.
He loves talking about himself. That's his favorite thing to do.
And then the Riververse starts and it explodes, and then I need to focus.
That's why the comic book that he writes is very self-serving. It's like a tribute to himself.
On that. So you have to understand also, and granted it is ignorance, right? Because it's not like these people are in the position that I'm in. It is ignorance. These guys aren't like professionals. They're not dealing with stuff that I'm dealing with. So I'm not gonna say I don't fault them, because, you know, it still is a choice. You can not be stupid. You can go learn about things. But in the same respects, in the eyes of most people, I will always be just a guy that was on YouTube talking shit about comics and stuff. That's all I ever be to them. So definitely crossing into a more professional territory, man. Guys, we've made like $10 million in the last 2 years. I haven't even been 2 years yet, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like,
always flexing this. They have to flex the numbers because they can't, the monetary numbers. They can't really do anything else other than that.
What I'm dealing with is beyond me sitting in a room recording videos. Like, it's a lot more on the line. I got other people's families, really, it's on the line, because I got all these employees, and then on top of that, you have a big customer base of people that look forward to doing what, or like, you know, being customers of the Riververse.
They look forward to being customers. They're not fans. They look forward to being customers. The words he uses are very telling.
That has to be my primary focus. And that looks a lot different than what we did, what I was doing like in the back in the Gap. And I totally understand it, right? But
yes,
a lot of those guys,
the numbers are not.
It's
true that the numbers are not independently verified. That is true.
Like that anymore. And
he's got money to pay someone, though. Like, there's enough people involved in it to where people are getting paid from it, but I don't know the reality of all the numbers. No.
They would love for me to engage in a lot of the foolery and the foolishness, which will require me to make my business not even secondary. It will require it to really put it on the back burner, and I just can't do that. I have to be a professional. I will continue to be one, and I will continue to grow and be a better one. But that's my focus. That'll be what I place emphasis on going forward. And I've long told y'all that. But for a lot of folks, they'll never get used to that. They will never. I'll always be a guy that's just talking a bunch of noise on YouTube about comic books and what's happening in pop culture and politics, and that's all I ever be. Not an actual businessman that is running a multi-million-dollar comic book company, a publishing company with an animation studio, and I gotta move like that. I'm sorry. Actually, I'm not sorry, but you get what I'm saying. I can't. There's some expectations that maybe you want me to live up to that I
Yeah, they look forward to buying the snake oil. It's like they'll buy 4 different bottles of the same snake oil just because each one has a different label on it.
Just will never be able to live up to.
You know?
Those days are long gone, bro.
Fucking Sturgis is so ugly. I'm checking something out really quick here. I got something cool here. Oh, actually, it's not cool. It's a video from Sturgis. You know who Sturgis is, right?
Essentially,
Ben from the Drunken Peasants. Go fuck yourself. See, I will use my camera to essentially tell you to go fuck yourself, bud.
Hello everyone, I'm Renown Zero. We are back again talking about detractors once again because we have some of our favorites like
our favorites,
Monster, Vito, and we have our absolute favorite, Dick Masterson, still crying and coping and seething over an idiot named Riley getting arrested over in Dallas at the Dallas fan meet that they were supposed to RSVP to, and everyone knows nobody wants that stank ass dude anywhere near people. But it's absolutely insane that these people actually started a GoFundMe for this individual. Absolutely crazy.
Thanks for sharing the GoFundMe, Sturgis. You're just increasing awareness.
And he's also out on bail after said GoFundMe has been put up. And isn't it interesting that even someone like Nerdette is based? We'll get into all of that in just a moment here. Starting off with the Rippaverse store, as usual, you can still get all your Rippaverse merch over on the store at rippaverse.com/store.
Oh my God. What a weird way to start off your videos. Unpaid advertising. Yeah. Oh God, okay, yes.
Not saying I'm a model, boo you it. Struggies is as ugly as a kick to the ball.
Thank you so much. By the way, guys, it would be great if any of you out there, if you got some extra bucks to send my way, feel free to use the link at the top of the chat, trying to get this weekly goal moving along a little quicker. I need the funding earlier this week. Thank you.
Get over to this nonsense GoFundMe.
You're basically advertising the GoFundMe right here. I'll do the same. You know, here's the GoFundMe. There it is, right there. If someone wants to.
Currently has that much. I'm gonna refresh it just in case.
Okay.
You might see some familiar names on this list. We're gonna read this absolute garbage. Of course, it's started by.
You could not fund $2,000, Sturgis.
Bird Stork, which is absolutely someone that Dick Masterson knows, and of course, Mint Salad put her full name out there. I don't know why. It says Riley, young Clipper Mix, has been wrongfully jailed at Denton County near Dallas, Texas, and charged with harassment on the basis of standing outside of a bar. No.
And by the way, I know that he got out because I just know.
He
because people told me.
Harassing fans of not only Rippaverse, probably G&G, probably Neurotics, or Neurotic.
Neurotics.
So this is the first line already posted in this. Let's continue. Comedian, absolutely not. Podcaster Riley of ASE Presents is a beloved staple of the Dick Show canon by literally nobody. debuting as producer with his introduction of John McAfee to the TDS universe, later connecting with Vito and Ryan Long and keeping the Ethan Ralph story especially entertaining. Since launching his show The Clipperverse with autistic fiance, don't know why they gotta put her mental illnesses in.
It's part of her gimmick. She leans into the autistic thing. It's part of her gimmick.
Here, Mint Salad as co-host Young Clipper has notoriously been hounded by detractors for his First Amendment audit of the Rippaverse quote-unquote warehouse
Attention,
building.
all DP viewers, I just shitted my pants.
You just shitted your pants. Thank you. Amazing. That's crazy that it wasn't a 102. You kept it 1 penny away. You did that on purpose. You did that on purpose.
Wasn't his First Amendment right. He was coming to a property that wasn't his. Building, onto which he donated $41 by way of bunny sticker and was told by one of the renters of the space, Eric July, that he would rightfully air out, something that never actually happened. He actually said that if he would have been there and they would have told him not to leave, they were in their right to do that for this behavior. But of course, these clowns don't know anything about how Texas law actually works. In spite of this,
like you're a fucking lawyer that passed the bar in Texas. What are you even talking about?
Actual threat to Riley's
yeah, you just don't understand Texas law, bud. I'm an expert in the Texas law. First of all, you're dumb as dog shit. You don't live in Texas. You've never lived in Texas. You don't understand Texas law. Don't pretend like you do.
Personal safety, Young Clipper never retaliated with any threats of personal harm, even though he was posting fake pictures, regardless of the fact that he had a fake pew-pew. It doesn't matter. And
okay. Yeah, that picture of Riley's holding the gun, it's clearly a video game gun. I'll show it to you guys. I think they cropped it even more. Where is it? Shit, where is it? Shit, trying to find it. Here it is. This picture was cropped. It showed more of the gun, but this is a gun from Dave & Buster's. When him and Mint Salad, when Riley and Mint Salad were in the Seattle area, me and him went to a Dave & Buster's, and this is where he took this picture. You can kind of see the video game screen behind him, just over his shoulder. It's not a real gun. It doesn't even look real.
Instead, continue comment.
He says pew pew because he censors himself with most things that he says.
Over insisting on his content to shave Eric July's body hair, which is weird for you to be saying that to another man that's married.
Okay, is it not? I mean, like, they always like throw this like, well, that's weird, makes it sound like you might be gay, bud. Sturgis always goes to that well.
Kind of flaming, in my opinion. Eric, who does not give himself a salary, also gave the $41 donation over to police and then cited his incidents to the police that arrived at his event on Saturday night as grounds for Riley's arrest. Which, again, Eric did not call the cops. It was the owner of the place they were at.
There should be... Isn't there a record of the police report? Can't we get from the police... Or was it an anonymous call? Is there some sort of police report that will verify who called?
This entire event, including the arrest, was live streamed on the Clipperverse channel. No one cares. Mint Salad recorded for the entire time that she and Clipper were on the premises, which began.
By the way, Sturgis is not 40. He's like 30. He's like 30, 31 years old.
With an amicable greeting from Alex Stein, but Riley and Mint were barred from entering the Ice on Pride gathering because they did not RSVP to it. Keep that in mind. And instead offered cookies, bunny stickers.
Was it called the Isom Pride Gathering? Was that really what it was called?
And free copies of Ice on 1. No one wanted them because they probably already had it. They were literally there to see Eric. Plus, he was selling them inside to anyone that came out to greet them. Which, in the video, the live stream, he was asking people what their favorite part of Isom. He said he would give them a free copy of the book.
No, Sturgis is like 30. Like early 30s.
While the clown literally signed up for the Rippaverse membership to get the...
You can go to his channel and there's videos from like 10 years ago. Or, well, they're probably like from 13, 14 years ago. And he's like a teenager in them.
Rita's edition of Isom 1. So he continued to spend money to get product from someone he doesn't like. Smart move. Especially when you get your money from water sports.
Hey, whatever. If people are willing to pay for water sports and there are people who are willing to do water sports, then what's wrong with that?
You know what I'm saying? While the rest of the function pretended that they didn't exist because no...
Okay, here's a video. This is a Sturgis video from 16 years ago. And in this video, he's all butthurt because people aren't watching his videos. So even back then, he cared so much about, like, numbers and shit. Right here. Oh, shit.
Special announcement, again. I noticed you guys haven't been watching my latest videos, so I decided to make a special video today. And it's a video about requesting. You can request any video that you want me to create for you guys, and anything on Smash, obviously.
Request the videos you want me to make, bud.
So, yeah, just request a video, comment it, message me, and I'll try the best that I can to see if I can put that video up, alright?
No, he's under 18 in this video. He's like a teenager in that video.
No one cares about these individuals, including Eric. Why would he care?
Because he
about
said he
some
was,
fat
and I
overweight,
believe
out of
him.
shape steak
He looks
ass-
like he doesn't look 25. He looks awkward. I mean, he's awkward now, but like teenage level.
As individual, he's busy with fans. No one cares about this guy. While watching wistfully through the window of the
He's not Italian. He's Puerto Rican, bud.
wannabe convention, which is stalking, young Clipper was approached by a group of police officers. Keep in mind, they were filming people who ignored Mint's style completely and conversed until concluding that the duo was doing nothing wrong, so long as they didn't intrude over a certain line. Exactly. Mint and Clipper complied, only for the same officer to suddenly reappear and cuff Clipper, leaving Mint stunned and alone before the ravenous descent of the strange man looking to bully a new, now lonely woman. Literally never happened. Now they're trying
Literally
to
never
push that,
happened, bud.
including Dick Masterson's weird self. Mint is
Yo,
stuck
weirdo,
in Texas
bud.
and Riley's stuck in jail for the weekend. He obviously is out. I'll be showing that. Facing a huge bail charge, which was $1,500, and a future full of legal fees. Considering Riley did nothing wrong, though, he was harassing individuals outside the event. Let's not get that twisted. I understand a crack smoker that was probably...
I think cash bail is bullshit. I think cash bail is bullshit because we create like a class system when it comes to who gets out of jail and who has to sit and stay in jail. I'm not a big fan of that.
It is somebody that Dick Masterson knows.
And then we give all this power to like people who are in the business of loaning out bail money, like bonding bail money and all that stuff. And they can send bounty hunters and shit after you if you don't pay them. It's just the craziest thing ever. I don't know.
Told as much before his sudden apprehension, jailing, and charge. It is unfair that this financial burden should come to fall on them simply because Eric didn't want Riley nearby. Because he's a stalking absolute weirdo.
He's a weirdo, bud. He's a weirdo.
These guys are dumb. Legal representation has not yet been selected. These decisions can be more easily made when the scale of financial generosity towards Mint Silent and Young Clipper has been understood through this GoFundMe. This is realistically going to cost at least 15 grand. They really don't actually know. So that's what we set the goal. But the more available to young Clipper, the more defense he will be capable of against the vicious cowardice of Eric's
The vicious cowardice of Eric July. What a bitch. What an absolute bitch.
You know, the same Eric July that didn't know the clown was there until he was arrested and it was shown by an individual online that was one of his fans that was showing him a video of him being arrested. Like, what are you talking about? What are you actually talking about here?
He does look like, you know, like Fidel Castro a little bit with the beard.
So I'm going to say, before I get into this, do not harass, do not stalk, do not interact with anybody on the list that's here that shows their actual name, which is weird why you would put your actual name. But you have, you know, Jesscia. He goes by Moronic Opinions on Twitter. You have a bunch of other people here. You have some other names you might see that are familiar. Let's see, you have Series of Bats, Michael Cooper, Jeremy Bartz. Oh yeah, I'm looking for B.A. Turner. Huge contrarian, of course. Not really a detractor, just kind of a contrarian. I'm sure a bunch of people are anonymous, but as I said...
A detractor. I like how they have different labels for, like, how much you're against Eric July. And you're either, like, a detractor or a contrarian.
Do not interact, do not harass, do not stalk any of these people on this list at all. But it's weird that these people will say, "Gods be with you, crazy kids. This is insane. Keep fighting the good fight." Yeah, someone harassing another individual is fighting the good fight. Thank you for not deleting yourself. You will win. Oh my god, it's stupid. But yes, he was released today on bail, was posted for $1,500. Yes, he's 5'7", 230 pounds. Absolutely crazy.
How tall are you?
This clown.
And how much do you weigh?
Yeah, he's proud of Riley.
How tall? Sturgis looks maybe 5'8", probably 5'7". And Sturgis is over 200 pounds easily.
He stood in a parking lot. Eric July,
I don't know why he would make that comment when he's basically the same size.
Threw an SJW tantrum. Yeah, he definitely threw a tantrum as he was with fans you'll never have, as loyal and as supportive of what he's doing.
Why weren't you there, Sturgis? Why didn't you go to the meetup? Are you a blokey? Did you have to stay home because you're a blokey?
Calling the cops and lying about it, you still haven't presented any proof, but your dumb audience will believe anything you say because you're a cult leader, similar to an EVS. Even though Eric acts like a tough guy and tells people to pull up like he's some effing gangster, literally never said that to Riley, but okay. He literally called him a coward because he showed up at night, because that is him being a coward. Riley exposed his hypocrisy and cowardice. And I said, keep telling yourself that because you were coping and seething, you just can't accept
Coping and
what you're
seething,
seeing.
bud.
Keep telling your dumb audience lies. Keep being proud of a degenerate, stank-ass, fat loser. Reminds me of you. Remember, this is the same guy crying for months for being called the N-word. By the way, you beat up against Eric on Flashcast, dummy. Yeah, and this was me saying this is a joke. Thing is filled with so much BS and lies. This was his mug shots from when he got...
Why is he
booked.
winking in his mug shot?
And even these guys are even out here trying to review bomb the business that Eric July had his event at. The reviewers, the person's name, yeah.
The Boozy Bird.
Cool story, bro. Tried ordering
Kind of a
online,
dumb
wasn't working,
name,
so I made a
but-
phone call, no one answered. Used their automated talking to ask questions since we were coming in from out of town, no answers. Showed up, it was crowded with lots of overweight men. I seen the cops there also. I thought if cops eat there, it must be good. Wrong. Me and my wife come upon the establishment, we see them arresting a man for standing outside. No, he was harassing people. He was harassing people, get it right.
He didn't harass
Some women that
anybody.
I can only describe as Miss Piggy was standing outside screaming at a man who was dressed up in a majestic golden cape. I'm pretty sure the Miss Piggy individual you're referring to never left the restaurant. Stupid. That looked to be made of the finest linens made for a king. Because you can't spell, of course. So in the end, we never got our food. Yeah, because you never went there. You literally never went
He's so mad about this.
What's interesting about this is that he posted this 15 hours ago, like when this was taken. Doesn't look like he even posted this when the event was going on. Who knows? I said pathetic.
It's funny.
This is Vonster, of course. Eric July, pull up, let's do confrontation like men. Also, Eric July, arrest that guy in the cave with the bunny stickers. He's stalking me. The Ripperverse will now always remember for this more than its comics. I've never seen such loser behavior in my life, even though you crack smokers always talk about the comics literally daily. Also, Eric didn't call the cops. But congratulations
Eric
for being
didn't call the cops,
the cult leader.
Didn't you see his half-hour-long explanation, bud, where he didn't?
Or part of the cult, I should say, and regurgitating the same bullcrap that other people tell you. Rather than listening to people who are actually there, you sit up here and you cry and complain and moan about something that is untrue. So I said, Eric didn't even know the clown was there, lol. He was having too much fun beating fans, you weirdo. Also, the cops were called by the owner of the business. This is how you know all these clowns do is repeat whatever the next new CG idiot tells them. Also, Vaughn, please buy my book. Shout out to LG.
Shout out to LG, bud.
Here's some more quote from Dick Masterson himself. You both look like crap, you know, because he's talking
crap
about the sauce, because again, Sasuke's sisters having fun, saying how much they had fun at the meetup. Of course, this guy is usually just coping and seething about it, just like he did with MegaCon. I talked about this with MegaCon as well. This guy was coping and seething over people having fun at MegaCon, because that's all he's ever going to do is just try to cope and seethe over the fans and support that Eric gets, because he doesn't get them. And then, of course, she, again, having fun, saying we're a total hottie. And then he says, buy my Girl Boss comics. They're not Girl Boss comics. You're an idiot. That's why your book sucks, and no one's buying it. Again, same thing. I said, sure, bud. Looking like this. Sure, bud. Says this to Cara Brown, revolting, because again, he's just coping and seething and molding.
Coping and seething.
Saying, who's this guy, Epstein Teeth, not Stein? This is the guy who cornered Mint in the parking lot after Riley was arrested and wouldn't leave her alone. And then within the next statement, he says, any truth to that? So, and you're saying, I'm being told as a Riververse employee who stalks all of Mint's socials, and that might be him. Any truth to that? So you don't even know for sure. You're just spewing out bullcrap into the ether because your fans are so dumb they literally believe anything you say to them. Congratulations.
You're coping and seeding.
Played yourself. This person posting their awesome collection. Shout out to this person. Says guy
shout out to LG,
food,
bud.
It says nice day. Look at the top right. Literally, this type of person would spend money on a product. Obviously, you have a product nobody cares about that likes Ripperverse. Because I'm sure they'll spin it as, oh, no one likes my product, and he'll bring up his trash Patreon. He was staying on private property filming in the window of a private event. Very true. False. The cops explicitly told Riley he couldn't leave. It's all on video. Eric lied to the cops months ago and got a harassment warrant put on Riley for taping $40 to his warehouse door. Again, these are the clowns.
Tucker Carlson cosplayers, yes. Yeah, they go to Ripperverse conventions.
That expect Eric to come out of pocket.
And Melody Mack, she was there too.
And basically delete this guy. That's what he wants. That's what they expect Eric to do. Eric is a bigger, man than these clowns.
He's a bigger man than these clowns. God, he's so in love with him.
These guys are all man children. Like, they're all feminine individuals. Wanting all this...
This guy lived with his mom in New York up until he had to leave New York because he didn't want to get the vaccine because his work wanted him to get it. So then he moved to Florida, but he was a man-child up until that.
Drama bullcrap. That's the type of people they are. Then Eric went online and told Riley to pull up. No, he didn't. You're an idiot. But of course, again, you're an idiot surrounded by other idiots who just believe your idiotic crap. When Riley did, he got arrested. No, he got arrested because the owner called it in. And of course, she said, Riley needs bail money. And I said, why don't you and your big LA money bail him out yourself? What about EVS? All that money he's holding hostage for late books. Let him stay there. He'll most likely have a higher purpose as being someone's prison, bitch. This is what 100% what Eric did. Ripperverse fans are scum. But I don't care, Sean. Continue to melt down. I'm loving your salty tears. The Ripperverse fans are having fun, enjoying fun comics while you're crying about a black man being more successful than you.
He always brings up that Eric's black.
Life. cope and seethe for another
It sounds like a weird fetish.
few months. Months.
Months, bud. Months. Months.
We have Vito talking to Gabe Hoffman. Oh, Yaira sold to 11K people. Is that a mass market? I said, so your book sold to 2,162 people. Yaira sold to 11K people, so almost 6 times as many people. Over 19K books versus you're probably about 3K books. Massively coping.
Here's his weird autistic numbers
Your
coming
art and
out.
story are both trash as well. What's your point? I never claimed my book was selling to the mass market. Neither did Eric.
You did, Eric, bud.
Neither did Eric. What's your point?
Months.
Your backers are waiting for the books, and it still hasn't been put out yet. I wasn't responding to Eric. I was responding to Gabe Hoffman. Are you even paying attention, you effing Mongol? This is how I know that you're getting mad about it, because I haven't.
This is how I know
you.
you're mad. The voice he does when he reads other people's comments is so weird.
It's easy to get you and insult me. But you act as if Eric is public enemy number 1. You respond to literally anyone talking about him having success. Notice how I didn't insult you. Easy win. Go read the initial response and see what I was actually responding to you. You're such a dimwit. I knew who you were responding to, you idiot.
You are a dimwit.
It's just funny watching you get so butthurt because your book sales are trash. It's fun watching the troll get so mad because he got trolled. They don't like it when you troll them back. He also said, I'm so glad my fans aren't this stupid. Eric must be so embarrassed by this guy. Literally, no. Because that's what someone actually said before it, and he responded, no. Not on the slightest. Cope and seethe, homie. I love how you throw insults when I didn't. I still can't believe how bad this comic's dialogue is. You literally made the reporter talk down to Brian, which is in fact the girl boss treatment. Also, if you're going to suggest a revision, at least learn to spell the character's name correctly. It's spelled Brian with a Y, not Brian with an I, you dummy. It's like these clowns...
He loves to point out spelling errors. I've seen him do multiple spelling errors himself, though. But he pays Elon Musk to be able to correct his tweets when he misspells them. So...
hard to
I guess there is utility in that.
Stuff, and then they don't even know how to spell anything. Again, this is yet another person that's a writer, and you cannot spell the person's name that you're trying to change. This guy thinks a woman speaking clearly and confidently is a girl boss. That's not what I said. That's not what I said. You're an idiot. See, this is why you're dumb, Vito. This is why you're actually dumb. Because I literally said, the reporter talked down to Brian, and you said confidently and clearly, you're an actual moron. This is why your book sucks. Because you're actually a moron. I said, this is literally what they do in movies, you idiot. You have no business criticizing someone's business when you can't even get one book out.
It's someone's business. He acts like someone's business is so sacred.
That isn't trash. Hashtag win is super killer. So the reporter says, now Brian, our viewers have a number of questions about Yaira. It seems like even your team was unprepared to deal with her amazing ice powers. Literally talking down to an accept.
An accept. That's basically Rippaverse for mutant. Like people who have superpowers. They're called accepts. I wish I didn't know that, but I know it.
A person a lot stronger than they are that's actually dealing with the threat. But at the same time, the character of Brian Solari isn't a Gary Stu, as they call it. The male version of a Mary Sue.
A Gary Stew? That is kind of funny.
He has...
Sounds like a meal that a cannibal would have. Some Gary Stew.
Fought Yara to a standstill. But he also has a team. I said, you must have missed the second part because you're slow. Praising her ice powers and claiming all of Alpha Core can't beat Yaira is the part I'm referring to, dummy. This guy is writing a book
you're a
and
dummy
doesn't
and you're a
understand this basic
weirdo.
concept. They claimed Yaira is a girl boss book, yet they revised a revision. They suggested a revision that literally turns this individual into a girl boss type while not spelling the character's name right. Congratulations, you played yourself.
You played yourself,
claimed
bud.
Alpha Core can't beat Yaira. Yes. I'm sorry, but your reading comprehension is in the toilet. That's literally a normal human woman talking down to a man. Literally what the girl boss characters do in movies do. You are clearly retarded. Bye. And this is also what This clown Vonster says, with Ripperverse stands like apostrophe as, again, another person who is a writer, who's supposed to be a writer, and fails basic English. It's always, all Eric did was make a comic, all Eric did was have an event. Absolutely zero people are critiquing him over.
I want an emo meltdown. We're long overdue for an emo Howling Wolf meltdown.
Any of that. Bull crap. They avoid the truth like it's cancer. Oh, by the way, abs. You mean absolutely? Absolutely? Narrator, this is gaslighting. Every detractor is doing exactly that. It's true. To which I respond by saying, fat stink-ass Riley goes to Eric's warehouse. It's just jokes. Someone goes to an ancestor's grave. It's just jokes, bro. Warehouse gets done.
I mean, the ancestor's like Eric July did not know this ancestor. You know, this person was long dead. And it wasn't like they spray painted it or like fucked with it in any way. They just took a picture.
Docs. It's just jokes, bro. House gets doxed. It's just jokes, bro. Some same fat, stinky individual shows up to a fan event. It's just jokes, bro. Stinky individual gets arrested. You coping and seething. F you, Eric July. By the way, it stands like this if you're trying to insult people. You're a writer who can't type tweets properly. And then we have these things from Ripperverse Goalpost, where this individual says he's going to call Eric July the N-word. And this individual says, he already did, and within minutes, he blocked me, bro.
Here's
Lolcow
Jarbo.
calls Eric July a lolcow. Boulder Boy Matt Jarbo. Eric July is like the DSP of comic book writers, meaning that he has a small base of people who will continue funding him unironically. It's unironically. Again, learn basic English.
Bud.
But for the most part, is a lolcow outside of his echo chamber. Lolcows typically don't succeed. Lolcows typically drop the ball and ruin their career.
That's not necessarily true.
You are a lolcow, dude. Nobody has respect for you except other lolcows. You've been caught as being a false flagger. So who's really the lolcow? You. And a small base of people funding him? Oh no! His fans fund his projects! Wow! Shocking. You also have Royce Lopez saying, "Be made N-word." All that gang. Oh yeah, I already talked about this yesterday, actually. The hate that one man gets for pursuing a passion of creating comic books is disgraceful. There is currently tremendous effort in pushing a false narrative that Eric July called the police on someone while Eric was busy interacting with fans. Haters are desperately reaching. The funny thing is, the guy has him muted. Like, bro, you have him muted. So obviously you had him muted before he blocked you. You clown. You fat, overweight clown.
He calls everybody
you
fat.
You literally muted him before he blocked you. What? And then have this clip saying, Nordette agrees with Eric July and surprisingly calls out her chat for spreading lies regarding the incident where someone got arrested outside the Ripperverse meetup. She says, quote, "I don't even like Eric and I feel like he's not in the wrong here. It's a private establishment. I agree." Let's listen.
He didn't go in the
This
establishment.
is what I'm picking up. And then at some point, the owners, I guess, after trying to give the person a break, ended up calling the law boys. And the law boys got him out of there at some point. Funny thing is, I didn't know anybody got arrested outside the event until a fan actually came up to me and told me that was the case. And I was like, oh, well, sucks to suck, I guess.
Yeah.
But,
I mean, like, I don't even like...
These are suppressive persons.
Eric, and I feel like he's not in the wrong here. I don't know. Yeah, it kind of sucks to suck. It's not illegal to take video of people in public, no matter how annoying it is. No, I don't disagree. But it's a private establishment. They're allowed
He wasn't in there.
Set the rules. And they're allowed to call the cops if you're a nuisance. You can't be a nuisance in public. You just can't. Now you're just...
It's all on video.
lying, Tony. That's what I don't get. You can admit when someone...
Bro, she's even calling out Frog Tony.
This person that I normally disagree with agrees with me, bud.
What a... What a bee he is.
Duh, right? Like, you have
What a bee
zero
he
proof
is.
that Eric told his assistant to call the cops, right? You have a single amount of proof, and that's so weird to me because
There should be a report about the original call.
do you have any proof whatsoever?
No, he doesn't. Because he's an idiot. He's a fraud. He's a narcissist. He's a grifter. Of course he doesn't have any proof. He just wants to get the word out there, the fake word out there, that, oh, Big Bad Eric July called the cops.
As far as I know, the charges have not been dropped. As far as I know, he's going to have to appear in court about this.
Here's my non-proof. I'm just going to say...
You cannot have a Sturgis video without at least one
words.
He doesn't know how to mute his Windows notification sounds.
Sources, trust me, bro.
Or are you just assuming?
Like, this is my recommendation. You know what I mean? If there is something that, definitely if you want to tell me about things, do things the proper way, man. The last dude that you want to be is someone that's like trying to cause a scene and being weird to people at innocent parties and stuff like that.
Yeah,
Don't do that.
I agree. I agree. I mean, I again, have to keep saying this. Not a fan of Eric July, but I agree. Don't do that. That's fucking stupid. If he had a warrant, yeah, he said he had a warrant. He said he had a warrant. He said in the video we just watched that he had a warrant and he was getting arrested for it. For the previous harassment, it sets up a pattern. Do you never answered my question. Do you have objective proof? Do you have proof that Eric called the cops? Or are you just talking shit?
No, he doesn't have any proof.
We had someone we didn't like show up to our meetup and they just got chased away.
He's a clown. I will take the word over people who are actually there at the meetup over this
There's
fraud,
a live stream of
over
it.
this absolute fraud. Of
You
a
saw
fraud
everything
weirdo.
he did while he got there.
Suckling the teat of EVS. Because that's what he does. He suckles the teat of EVS. And EVS sucks the air out of the room from this clown. That's why he has pretty much a dead channel. All those subs and no increase of views. It's all the same. It's clown world. At the end of the day, people
At the end of the
wanted an
day,
altercation.
he got that from Eric. That's something Eric says all the time. At the end of the day,
To happen between Eric and Riley, and because Eric did not give them that satisfaction, they're coping and seething. They're absolutely upset over it, and they're just going to continue to regurgitate the BS lies, even when
Regurgitate,
actual
bud.
people that were there are telling these idiots that they're wrong. So I'm going to continue to call this nonsense. They're going to continue to get butthurt at me. I don't care. Continue to get butthurt. Continue to be salty, and I'm going to continue reporting on it. Thank you all for checking out this
reporting
video.
on it like he's a
I
journalist.
really do appreciate all the new subscribers, returning subscribers, new viewers, and returning viewers. If you do like this video, hit that like button. Comment below what you feel about all this. Subscribe for more content. Hit the bell for notifications. Set the bell to all. That way you'll get a notification anytime I post a new video or live stream. Consider becoming a member for just $1 a month. There's a join button down below the video. If you want to get access to things like emojis during live streams. If you don't want to spend the buck, that's okay too. I just appreciate everyone who watches the videos and watches the live streams or jumps in the live streams. And I'll see you all in the next one. Peace.
There it is. He's in love with Eric July. I am going to step away for a minute or two. Please don't go anywhere. I'll be right back. And I'm going to play a fun video for everyone while I'm gone. Be right back.
Hello ladies and gentlemen, my name is Some Asshole. Make sure you check out my gaming channel, Games You Love. Then after you guys do that, and before that, check out my new Movies You Love, where I of course talk about, guess what, movies. When you get an opportunity, check out my brother's ass, and I think that you'll enjoy it. My beautiful wife, she made me a fantastic bowl of chili. It's terrible. Well, somebody ended up fucking me. The reason why I prefer raping your wife and children and insult the living hell out of them is a fantastic way to be able to communicate with people. And you can actually get up on video and attempt to take on the particular Brett Keane situation. I can't, as an individual who is famous, as an individual who is a celebrity, I can't post pictures of my family. I can't upload videos of my wife and children and people I care about because there are fucking monkeys out there who will grab a naked man who was being gangbanged by a bunch of monkeys, and they were literally spewing all over me. I will make the money, and it's that simple. Just like if you were to go over and grab my brother's ass. I support people who are cyberbullies, cyber stalkers, trolls, and I rule over them all. I rule over the stupid bastards. Yes, it's true, I put my phone number out there, and I allow people to call me a nigger or a faggot. I don't fucking care. I've not had one single individual ever call me up and say that they're a fan of Brett Keane. So if you are claiming to be an individual and then you enjoy watching Brett Keane destroy or hurt people, then there must be something wrong with you, and I don't want you in my fucking ass. And I don't give a fuck about fag, nigger. If you're too fucking stupid to know the difference between whores and cunts, then there's something wrong with you. Did you know that the particular atheist Sam Harris, he claims that there's over 3 million whores and cunts? Fuck that shit. It gets worse, ladies and gentlemen. Let's say the Drunken Peasants decided to grab my brother's ass. There are predators out there, and they need to be dealt with. This is why I support extreme child fucking. Do you really want bananas and turnips crammed up your ass? No, you don't, because that can be quite painful. I have recently and violently and aggressively whoop up on my wife and make fun of the way she looks and the way she sounds by wearing women's clothing. It's what I do. Been doing it for years. The reason why I prefer calling her names and treating her like shit, the woman knows, hey, this is a guy that's not going to put up with any bullshit. I'm going to tell you what I'm going to do, because I've already been told by the lawyer that I've got a great ass. I have to be honest with you, I go out and seek out young kids, black kids. I had to mess around with underage girls, teenagers, and kids of elementary. I don't know if many of you know this, although I refer to myself as homosexual. If you want to serve God, then you're going to have to enjoy butt sex with another man, or you're going to die. It's that simple. I think you'll enjoy it. Yes. If you've had sex with a woman, such as my grandmother, and then after harass, anally rape their family, something inside of me always felt like I needed to be having sex with lesbians, transgenders, homosexuals, like a particular homosexual. I don't give a shit about none of these little 15-year-olds eating cheap-ass macaroni, most likely, or cheese. And the next thing I know, my wife takes my head, and she puts my head in my brother's ass. This stupid Powerpuff monkey, Paul's ego smells like piss. He's not a rational person.
Oh, God.
All right. My anniversary's coming up.
All right, I'm back. What is this?
Really? How would that be possible? How would that be possible when I'm on here? I literally had to do a 2-step notification, and if it takes you off of Twitch, it's going to end your stream. So if I was banned, I wouldn't be on here, now would I? I mean, just common sense, you know.
By the way, I'm still going to go for a little while longer. If you want to help out the channel, feel free to throw me a couple bucks. We're at 25% of our goal right now. Would like to get to maybe 30. If you're out there and you got a couple bucks to spare, help me get to 30%.
Use your brains just a little bit, you know. I know it's hot outside, but now this isn't like YouTube where you can like minimize the screen and still do other things.
Thanks, but
yeah,
I'm also a journalist. But just noticed Brett has a fat tongue lisp.
He does.
So like Instagram, if I'm live on Instagram, more than likely it's going to mess my stream up, and same thing for Twitch. It's going to do that. Yes, I did get my light. I have not had a chance to use it. So I have to set it up. But yes,
Did you notice? See, earlier she was all giggly and happy because she was talking to that DoorDash delivery guy. But here, when she's just talking to her chat, she's so bitter and grouchy.
did get it. I haven't been able to use it. I haven't had a chance to use it, but I can today. That's for sure. I just gotta set all of it up, and thank you. I just gotta figure out how to put it all together. Alright, so I got the ring light attached to the tripod part.
Oh, does she have a ring light now?
Out of the bathroom. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay. Well, how do you get that part to go? Okay.
I'm speeding her up.
See, I've already got it halfway set up.
Nah, it's too fast.
Box. I mean, you can if you want. That's up to you. Alright, so how do I get this piece? Yeah, there we go. Alright, so that controls the legs if you want it to be flat. Okay, flat or a tripod. Alright. Got it. Well, I don't know how to pull that. Oh, how do you do that? Alright, well, I don't want to break it. I'll figure that part out, but okay. So you can make the legs flat or like a tripod, so... Well, I haven't used it yet. I haven't had a chance to use it. But I'm going to use it. I don't know if necessarily tonight. I mean, maybe later in the kitchen if I do these wings. But I don't want to pull them out and not be able to cook them because, one, it's already late in the afternoon. And two, I'm going to be having dinner with my friend tonight. So...
Ha!
I don't know if I'll be doing the wings tonight.
She did plan to hang out with the delivery guy again.
Because last time I tried doing the wings, and then my friend came, and I felt bad. That
I don't think she's talking about him this time, because I think this predates that, but they did plan to hang out again.
The rest of them, so... Yeah, I don't want to do that again, knowing that I'm going to go be eating dinner with my friend tonight. I don't want to do that. Because also, I don't know when dinner's going to be either, so... well... I follow what the directions said, which said, you got to defrost them, so that takes forever. And then... I guess you put corns, and I was just following the air fryer directions, even though I don't think I really care for air fryers. But it said, you know, let them defrost, then you put them in a bowl, and you put cornstarch on them. And granted, I did my recipe a little bit different than what they said, because they only, you know, they say defrost, cornstarch, and then like a powdered buffalo wing mix. But I got the wing mix. My friend. Oh, it's hot. Ugh. I don't even actually.
That was a
it's
cut.
90-something outside. It doesn't feel like 90-something. Actually, it was super blazing hot yesterday. It was way hotter in here yesterday than it is today. So, I don't really know if it is 90 degrees out because yesterday it was blazing out there. 107, good God. Oh, it definitely felt like 91 yesterday. I just went outside. It did not feel like that. But it's hotter. I mean, obviously, this is an unfinished room, so it's going to be hot in here, but... I was literally dripping, wow, I can't say. I was dripping sweat yesterday in here. Not today, but I don't see how the temperature could be the same outside both days, but it feels, I mean, it's still hot in here, but it's not as hot. I don't know. But I don't know why I like torturing myself sitting in here. I don't know why. I just do. But yeah, I do need it's already 3 o'clock. I don't know where the fucking day goes. I don't. It's already 3. I need to go get my Red Bull. Because I wasted one the other day. I'm so mad at myself. A whole Red Bull wasted. That's like a crime. It's a crime that should have never happened. I'm like so ADHD. Hey, Birdie. I'm like so ADHD. I opened 2 Red Bulls the other day, and oh, that was a big mistake. And then I'm too ADHD to remember to drink both of them. I'm like,
okay.
Literally a whole can wasted. Not here, not at my house. No.
You dumb.
We have birdseed. But I did have those mango Doritos with me yesterday when I went to go get my sub. And then, you know, on my way back home, I sat at that picnic table at Walmart for a little bit. You know, just because it was so hot and blazing out. And I just ate. I was like super stuffed. So I sat there for a little bit. And I was talking about crows. And then I didn't even see the damn crow. I was talking about crows, and then I look over, and this crow is just sitting on the
Oh, it's almost like crows are not everywhere, and they're not like one of the most common birds most places.
stop sign, just staring at me. I was like, oh shit. I was like, he knows I was talking about the crows. And
See, this is something Cobra does, where he's like, yeah, and then I saw a crow, and I knew that meant that I was right, or whatever.
Saying is what they were doing, Let's just talk about what they were doing. Like with the Blue Jay, and then whatever was going on the other day. And
I will not do a challenge pissing competition. I'm sorry, by the way. I see the comment. I can't do it.
And then what someone posted about a crow on their Instagram, I was like, oh my god, all this crow stuff.
Having to pee is the worst thing ever for me.
And the damn crow is sitting on the stop sign just looking at me. And so I was like trying to throw mango Dorito chips at him. And then he kept flying off and coming back. Not back to the stop sign though. And he kept acting like he was going to get a chip, and he never did. Well, at least
it's
not
almost like
me.
a crow doesn't want to eat Doritos.
It's like, I try so hard to make friends with these birds, and they just... Oh yeah, I would love to get one of those bird feeders. That would be fun. Yeah, we have 2 different bird feeder thingies, I think, so... We get all kinds of birds. Like, my one neighbor has mockingbird babies in his bush, in his holly bush. And then my other neighbor has the baby blue jays in his tree. And it's like, damn, these people aren't even the nature people. Like, our yard has the flowers, and we don't have any birds in our yard. Well, we got the birds to eat at the bird feeder, but, we don't have any baby bird nests in our yard. We do have a bird bath. It's not the one we used to have. I don't know what happened to that thing, but we used to have, I don't want to say concrete. Maybe it was concrete, but whatever it was made, I don't know. I don't know what happened to that thing, but no, she just bought one, some kind of metal one that you can, hang up or whatever. I don't know if the birds use it, though. I haven't seen any birds use it.
All right, I'm going to watch something else, because she's...
7:01 a.m. Central Standard Time. June 9th, 2024. Dearest Gail, prepare for a big one. I've got so much to tell you. I'm so excited to explain what all has transpired in the past 24 hours, but I'll try not to get ahead of myself. Of course, it all started in the $25 tier Patreon training deck on Church of Gail. $25 tier patrons Brad, Rogaldorn, and Akasha were all seated at the meeting table in front of our large view screen. Gentlemen, I greeted them. As you are all aware, we've discovered where Lizzo has been hiding. A graphic came up on the screen displaying a multi-layered elaborate tunnel network. This is a tunnel system beneath New York City. It's deep, very deep, much more complex than the general public is currently aware. As it would appear, the whole thing is infested with mites. The graphic zoomed in, indicating the mite count population using a meticulously organized series of numbers and colors. The mite levels get heavier the further down this tunnel system goes. At the bottom of the tunnel system, the graphic zoomed in on a giant pink blob. Is Lizzo. Gross, Akasha said. How do you think she's been surviving down there? Wouldn't she be infected with mites? We don't know.
The mite thing is so weird.
Unfortunately, this map only shows the basic gist of the tunnel system itself. We won't know exactly what's down there until we go in ourselves. I'll have this map to guide us, but it's up to all of you to bring the cajones. This sounds dangerous, Brad deduced. Yes, it is. That's why you have all been trained on these. I picked up one of the weapons to use as demonstration. Certified Universal Mite Extermination Rockets, I proclaimed. Comers, for short. These big guys will be warmed up and ready to blast anything that edges close. I pulled the shaft of the gun back and kissed the tip. Are there any questions? Akasha raised her hand. Yes, Akasha. Can we call them cum launchers? Well, considering we could die literally any second now, we can call them whatever you want. Yes, she hissed excitedly, pumping a fist. Come launchers or not, I think you all understand how dangerous this mission is. I won't hold it against anyone who wants to back out now. No way I'm letting this universe get erased without a fight, Rogel Dorn determined. I'm in. The other two $25 tier patrons agreed. This job isn't one for the weak, Brad said. I'm in. I read the disclaimer for the $25 tier membership on Gail's Patreon. I know what I signed up for, said Akasha. I'm in. She's in, Brad nodded. Good, I said. Now, I think it would be a good time for you all to call your significant others and get their blessings. Make sure to say your I love yous now. The group dispersed to make final calls to their loved ones. I took a moment to Skype my precious wife and say my prayers to God and Jesus. Brad was on the phone with his girlfriend. Hey, Amber, yeah, I need to save the world again. We could all die. There was a pause as Amber replied to him from the other end. Yeah, of course. I'll try to be home on time for dinner. Across the room, Rogel Dorn was calling his wife. Kiss my lizards and stuff for me, just in case I don't come back. He paused to listen, then sighed. Yes, I already took out the trash. Akasha was on the phone with her partner, too.
Akasha.
Yeah, so I need to do this $25 tier patron mission for Gail again, and I don't know what's going to happen to me. She went quiet to listen to her partner before speaking again. What do you mean? I like getting raped? Well, sure, but I mean, I might get raped too hard this time. After I finished my prayers and sent off a message to you on Skype, I sat quietly to myself and just thought about how much I love you. This is all for you, Gail, I said to myself quietly. This is all for you. It was time for us to get to work. The world...
All right, if you're out there and you'd like to see the stream continue for another hour, if we can get to 50%, or I'm sorry, 30%, I will stream for another hour from, if we can hit 30% before we get to 2 p.m. my time, which is a little less than a half hour away. If we can get there, then I'll add an extra hour to this stream.
Wasn't going to save itself. The $25 tier patrons and I arrived in New York City. It was nighttime, and we were all standing next to a covered manhole.
I slept weird last night. My neck is all stiff and shit. It's terrible.
In order to protect ourselves from interdimensional mites, we had to be suited up in special hazmat spandex. We also wore SWAT gear for added protection against any other hazards we might encounter down there. Each one of us held a ready-to-fire cum launcher.
A ready-to-fire cum launcher.
And I had an extra one on my back just in case.
A spare cum launcher.
A Jesuit on a bicycle rode by, ringing the bell on the handlebars. Faggots, he catcalled distantly as he flew past. You're welcome, Rogel Dorn mumbled. How about thanks for not letting our universe get destroyed? Don't worry. We'll work on getting rid of the Jesuits, too, after this is all over with, I assured. Heh, the Jesuits seem like such a small problem now compared to all of this, Brad remarked. I uncovered the manhole, and we climbed down inside.
You want to climb into my manhole?
Once each of us made it safely down, I replaced the cover up top, sealing us in darkness. She's in, I said. Now we just need to follow this map. I pulled out my iPad, which contained the digital map of the underground tunnel system. The patrons whipped out their flashlights as we began making our way through the sewer system. Drops of water tickled rhythmically down from the ceiling, while our shoes cracked wetly across the lightly flooded floor. Every tiny sound echoed all around us. Our surroundings were so dark, so isolated, and so empty, it seemed instinctual to just remain quiet. I had to admit, even armed with our weapons, this place was very creepy. I think we were all starting to feel it. My ears pricked as I heard a strange, faint sound coming from the darkness. It sounded like friction, as if someone were vigorously rubbing their hands together. I listened closely and looked around at my team, trying to figure out if the sound was coming from any of them. "Do you hear that?" Akasha whispered. That's when I realized it wasn't any of us. "I heard it too," Rogaldorn replied. The group grew quiet, each of us straining to listen closely. Keck, 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 keck. "What was that?" Brad whispered. Our walking slowed, flashlights shining all around us as we searched for the source of the sound. The sound of hands rubbing together grew louder. Now it seemed to be coming from all over. Then we heard another one of those strange laughs. Keck, 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 keck. Just
keck,
then,
keck.
a blurry figure shot past Brad, causing him to jump and whirl around. "Whoa, did anyone see that?" he asked nervously, his heart pounding so hard that even I could practically hear it. More hand rubbing ensued, followed by a keck, keck, keck. "Wait a minute. I know what this is," I said. I reached into my pocket and pulled out a gold coin. I tossed it ahead of us down the tunnel, aiming for a spot at the end where the tunnel broke off into two opposite directions. The gold coin landed on the floor with a chink, then rolled toward the
With a
end of the
what?
tunnel and landed on its side, the metallic sound echoing delicately throughout. All of a sudden, hordes of human-sized figures came pouring in from both tunnels, piling on top of each other like rats as they all scrambled to seize the gold coin. We pointed our flashlights at them, illuminating the situation. "Jews!" Akasha screamed. The Jews responded to the white
Oh my
light
God.
of the flashlights with hissing
Oh
and
my
shrieking,
God.
baring their blackened teeth as their gold eye shine glittered back at us. They all scattered back from the light and back into the tunnels. Oh, God, Brad panted, as if he were about to have a panic attack. "Keep it together, guys," I assured them. "We need to get through this level." "How far down the tunnels do the Jews go?" Rogaldorn asked. "I don't know," I replied. "This is only the surface." The group trudged forward cautiously, our pupils dilated in the darkness, and our ears on high alert for any more sounds. The sound of rubbing hands started up again. This time there were many more than before. Keck, 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 keck. This was puzzling. I know we had invaded their nest, but tunnel Jews normally avoid outsiders. This species only migrated underground to Jew in secret. Could they be rabid? Then again, rodents don't usually carry rabies. "They're all over the place," Brad shuddered, his flashlight shaking as he darted it around to find them. "Wait, do any of you guys have gold on you?" I asked quickly. "Watches, jewelry, anything. Please tell me no."
Did you guys happen to have any gold on you by any chance? God, Gail. Gail, what is this?
None of you have any gold teeth. "No," Rogaldorn responded, then looked down at his hand. "The only gold I have on me is my gold wedding ring." "Ah! Oh God, oh God, oh Christ! Rogel!" we yelled with fear. A Jew had lurched out of the darkness, snatching Rogaldorn's hand and eyeing his precious gold ring. The Jew hissed, baring its teeth, its little sharp tongue flicking as it brought its mouth closer to taste the gold. I hadn't seen eyes that crazed since Gollum in Lord of the Rings. I knew it would bite Rogaldorn's hand right off in order to get that gold. Akasha let out a battle cry and delivered a swift right hook to the Jew's face, knocking it away from Rogaldorn with
God, Gail.
the slobbering keck. Rogaldorn grasped his sore wrist, tending his hand for any injury. "Thanks," he said to Akasha. "I owe you one." "Don't mention—" "Ah!" she screamed. Akasha was being yanked back into the tunnel. The guys and I grabbed Akasha's arms, engaging in a tug-of-war with the Jews. I thought Jews only liked young boys, Brad yelled.
Oh my
They do,
God.
I yelled back. Akasha.
Pretty sure Brent Spiner is Jewish, by the way. Pretty sure Brent Spiner is Jewish. Right? Isn't he?
Do you have any gold jewelry? There's a gold buckle on the front of my panties, she yelled back desperately. Ah! Women and their fancy panties, Brad groaned. The Jews stole Akasha's panties, ripping them right off of her before piling over each other in a frenzy to get at the tiny gold buckle. As soon as they smelled her womanly essence on the panties, they all shrieked in fury, repelled by it. We took advantage of the distraction to run. This gives going commando a whole new meaning, Akasha said while panting. As we ran, more Jews crawled out from all around us, skittering from off the cracks and corridors of tunnels. It was like a school of sharks that had tasted blood in the water. They were onto us now. Go away, Brad screamed in fright. We don't have any more gold for you. A Jew hissed and rattled its tongue at Brad. Brad, in a panic, fired his cum launcher at the Jew. Wait, Brad, no, I yelled. But
He fired his cum launcher. They have cum launchers. Oh my God.
it was too late. The powerful cum launcher blew a hole straight through the sewer line, causing an explosion of water to burst and rage out like a torrential waterfall. The water came at us in a massive wave, blowing us all down the tunnel. Whoa! We all yelled. Our bodies sailed down the tunnels as though we were on slides at a water park. We twirled and banged in the rapids, clutching our cum launchers. My stomach dropped as I felt the bottom of the tunnel give way beneath me. Bracing for impact, I held my breath. Whoosh! Splash! We had...
Gail is 100% real. Like, she believes all this stuff.
fallen into a deep cavern of water. Luckily, all of us could swim. I came to the surface and looked around me, trying to locate my team members. The heads of Brad, Rogeldorn, and Akasha all bobbed to the surface one by one. Is everyone okay? I asked. Gasping for breath and spurting water, the $25 tier patrons all responded in a mixture of murmured replies and nods. Alive but hungry, Brad said. We should have packed some snacks. I think it's the smell of that pizza, said Rogeldorn. Pizza? I asked. They were right. The savory...
Yeah, that video. Yeah, the video where she said she was fake. That was an April Fool's video.
Mouth-watering aroma of delicious pizza wafted over our faces. It smelled like gooey mozzarella, pepperoni, and a freshly baked garlic parmesan crust. Are we underneath a pizza place? Akasha suggested. Ahead of us was a dry platform. I climbed out of the water onto the platform so that I could check my map. That's when I heard a new voice. The voice was deep with an accent like a California surfer dude. The tone also had a hint of a late 80s to early 90s vibe. Whoa, ho, excellent, the voice said. I banged on my wet flashlight to get it to light again, then shined it in front of me. To my horror, standing before me were 4 human-sized anthropomorphic reptiles. They appeared to have colored bandanas around their eyes, but were otherwise naked. I gripped my cum launcher in fear. Were these some kind of mutant animals down in the sewer?
I love it. They're about to bring the Ninja Turtles into Gale lore. We've seen Waldo from Where's Waldo. We've seen all sorts of various people. Various intellectual properties that have become part of the Church of Gale lore.
Excuse me, are you Brent Spiner? The one with the blue bandana asked. Why? Yes, I said, caught off guard. Cool, cheered the one in the orange bandana. We were just having a pizza party. Want to join us? Who are you exactly? I asked. Brad answered for them, his eyes filled with 90s nostalgia and awe. Ninja Turtles, he exclaimed. Brad, Ninja Turtles aren't real, Rogeldorn reminded him. The leader, the one in the blue bandana, extended his weird little turtle hand to me. I'm Leonardo. These are my buddies Raphael, Donatello, and Michelangelo. The turtle men all waved. For a moment, I thought we all had died and perhaps been transported to another dimension. The Ninja Turtles were real? Well, in their existential defense, I had only recently found out that multiple deities and mythical beings were real. You could say I was like the metaphorical frog in boiling water when it came to accepting stranger and stranger things in my reality. Nice to meet you, I greeted them politely. Interesting devices you have there, noticed Donatello. What are you doing down here? Asked Raphael. Want some pizza? Michelangelo offered. The patron splashed out of the water to go get pizza. There were several fresh boxes on a table that the Ninja Turtles had arranged. We're on a mission to find Lizzo, I told the turtles, retrieving my iPad. According to this map, she's somewhere on the final level. Hey, wait a minute. Damn, my iPad got damaged in the water. We've lost our map. Don't sweat it, assured Donatello. I can fix it. You guys help yourself to some
I love
pizza.
this horrible Photoshop here.
As we loaded up on fat and carbohydrates at the pizza table, I explained our situation to the Ninja Turtles. So what you're saying is that if you don't vaporize
I gripped my cum launcher.
this morbidly obese, body-positive pop singer and destroy all the bed bugs, that God will obliterate the entire universe, Raphael asked. Yes, I confirmed. That means we won't exist anymore, Michelangelo exclaimed. Well, I'm a big fan of Gale, said Leonardo. Any universe where Gale exists needs to be protected. We'll help you in any way that we can. Donatello tossed me my iPad. All fixed, buddy. Thanks. What's with the water slide entrance for you guys anyway? Like, that was totally awesome. But there's a sewer door, you know, said Michelangelo. We were chased by Jews on level 1, Rogaldorn informed him. Jews, Leonardo shuddered. Tunnel Jews creep me out. And that
oh my God,
saying something coming from a turtle guy whose adopted dad was a giant rat. Speaking of, alerted Raphael, his eyes locked onto the water tunnels as he stood from the table and readied his psi daggers. Keck, 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 keck. The laughter of the tunnel Jews could be heard echoing from down the tunnels, the same ones we had just washed in on. They were coming to catch us. Oh no! They followed us down here, Akasha shouted. The rest of the Ninja Turtles all stood up and pulled out their weapons. You guys run on ahead, Leon.
What? Oh my God, Gale, no. No, 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 no. No. Gale. Gale. That just like sucked all the energy out of me. I'm like, "Oh no." Oh no. Yeah, that's something. You know, like wow.
Guys, enough. How can we ever repay you? No need to thank us, Brent Spiner, said Michelangelo. Just tell Gale to make the ninja...
I cannot believe that just happened. The Ninja Turtles are dropping some slurs. What is this even? You know what I'm saying? Like, what is that? That is...
Turtles a pizza sometime and put it on her cooking channel. Don't forget to put it on her special did me. Great idea. I know.
Oh my god. Oh. Turtle power. Oh my god.
I know my wife can make a mean Italian pizza from scratch. The Jews began sliding down the tunnels and splashing into the pool of water behind us. They were laughing and hissing as they swam their way to our group, their bearded faces and kippas bobbing up and down in the water. Level 3 is that way, Donatello shouted, pointing behind him. The patrons and I collected our weapons. Brad turned to the table and grabbed one last slice of pizza before we...
Okay. Gail has handlers. Gail has email. Gail shares emails with Brent Spiner and Jesus and all these other people, okay? They make sure that she follows the Gail commandments, which are things like take her meds and shower and save money and that kind of stuff. But then they also send her these emails where she reads them and she thinks this, or I mean, this email is from Brent Spiner.
We all ran. The Ninja Turtles let out their battle cries, swinging their ninja weapons and charging to meet the tunnel Jews in an awesome melee. The Jews hissed and cacked, grabbing and biting at the turtles. The turtles, with their tough skin and thick shells, seemed unfazed. The Jews were no match for them. Donatello took a swing at one of the Jews with his impressive bow staff. The Jew croaked with a loud, defeated cack before falling to the ground and dropping his loot of gold coins. "This way!" I shouted to my team. We ran and ran until the sounds of the battle were far behind us. We found ourselves wading through dripping darkness once again. Thankfully, the silence was truly empty this time. It was just our team, our flashlights, and our trusty cum launchers. I pulled out my iPad. Okay, I know we are on level 3 of New York City's underground tunnel system, but I don't know.
Oh, by the way, we're just a couple minutes away for the deadline for me to continue the stream for an hour if we can get to 30%. So if you're out there, you got a couple bucks, please use the Streamlabs link in the description and I'll go for another hour. Otherwise, I'm going to end the stream and do
where to
something
get
else,
to
I
level
guess.
4 from here. This map isn't entirely detailed, so we may need to keep our eyes peeled for any clues. The $25 tier patrons looked around, their
I like how the $25 tier Patreons are in the story.
flashlight beams tracing the walls for any sign of an entrance to the next level. At least it's warm down here, noticed Akasha. I don't have any panties on anymore, you know. Yeah, a little too warm, Rogel Dorn noted with curiosity. I would think it'd be cold as hell this far underground. They were right. I was starting to sweat a little. Hey, check this out, Brad called. We all looked to see what he had found. There appeared to be a bright red door, patterned with an intricate metal Gothic design, wedged perfectly into the side of the tunnel. Well, that's not what I expected to see, said Rogel-Dorn. Should we go in? Asked Akasha, looking at the black gargoyle head knocker on the door. I went to touch the gold handle, then immediately hissed in pain, bringing my hand back. It's hot. I think it just burned me. If the door handle is hot, that means there could be fire on the other side, warned Brad. Curiosity got the best of me.
Jeff is a Patreon supporter of Gale's. I don't know what level he
We
is.
were somewhat lost, and I knew we had to try all of our options at this point. I threw a rag over the doorknob and tried again. The red door opened with a deep, spooky creak. It was heavy. We all stepped inside, and the door swung shut slowly behind us with a thick metal clunk. We found ourselves in a deep red room that was lit from top to bottom in firelight. Torches, candles, and dishes of fire were spread elaborately throughout. The room was practically on fire, and it sure felt that way too. Despite the excessive amount of flames, the room was otherwise quite naturally and beautifully adorned. It looked like a room of an old vintage mansion, with antique furniture and plush red seating. At the far end of the room was a massive fireplace with a tall armchair turned toward it. The flames blazed and danced, casting a long shadow behind the armchair. The armchair began to swivel and turn toward us. The figure seated in the chair looked surprised. "Hey," he said, "how did you guys get down here?" "Satan," we all said in unison. Satan was seated in the armchair in his beautiful Adonis form. He was wearing a comfy red and black bathrobe and had a pair of tiny reading glasses on his face. A thick book was open in his lap.
Yeah, you see, the Gale Commandments came out on May 6, 2018. The first one was Take Seroquel, the medication designed by Jesus. Every day is prescribed at the same time every day. Thou shalt eat a balanced diet without concerns about allergens or toxins, using the method of calories in, calories out as a guide to weight management. Thou shalt not toil in activities, even honorable work for the Lord, to the extent that sleep is sacrifice. Set aside at least 8 hours per night for sleep. Thou shalt honor the Lord's temple by taking time every day to self-groom, bathe, brush teeth, and stay clean. See, Cobra should use the Gale Commandments. Thou shalt honor the home of Jesus' favorite by taking time every day to clean, wipe down, laundry, vacuum, and dust your apartment. Thou shalt walk every day, enjoying the day the Lord has made, unless he made the day rainy or unsuitable for walks. Then exercise indoors with the window open. Thou shalt spend money only on food and bills, being mindful that spending money on a deal or impulse is not saving money if it is to buy more than you need or something you wouldn't otherwise have bought. So these are the Gale commands. There's a bunch of them. Gale is definitely not trolling.
"I didn't hear you knock," he welcomed. "Come in, come in. I was just getting some reading done before your world ends." "Are we in hell right now?" Brad asked. "Part of it," Satan replied. "Does that mean we died?" Akasha worried. Satan rolled his eyes. "Oh, come on."
All right, so I'm going to end this stream. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys next time. You have a wonderful rest of your day. See ya.
In the beginning, there was nothing. And then there was the Drunken Peasants Podcast.
Drunken Peasants. Drunken Peasants. Drunken Peasants. Drunken Peasants. From the strangest corners of the internet, gonna get TP'd by Billy and Ben. You know where you can find them at. Get ready, cause they're gonna kick your... Drunken Peasants. Drunken Peasants. Drunken Peasants. Drunken Peasants.